Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Greetings from the Inferno. Today is a Vtuber Showcase. If I have some time later, I would do some Pokemon, maybe, if I have some time later. If I have some time after my trial anyway. Wait, there's no guarantee on it, but if possible, I might try doing it. I might try doing a Pokemon stream on the... Give me a bit. On the 21st, after my cat's vet visit. Yeah, after I come back from my cat's vet visit, if I still have time, I'll do a stream. If not, I'll try and do it today. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Today we're having a Vtuber Showcase with... Yep. You'll find out soon enough. So, for now... Yeah, for now, let's just wait for a bit and see whether they'll join us in a bit.
Well,
Alright, you guys are
I'm
muted.
re- oh, there we go. Now I can see the food Naya. All right, shall we ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. So we're back again with another showcase. This time it will be for the Doctor Wolf, and see, I'm already off track. I was watching another showcase and they like introduced the one that we're up to, so it's still all in a working order. But yeah, we are back again. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, the lovely Dragon.
Hello, I'm Fumara Inasia. Nice to meet you all. Today, our showcase victim was caught and captured here by Wild. Let's see what he got to say, yeah?
I don't know if "caught" is exactly the words I would use, but yeah, Wild Hunt's the one who brought me here. But I am Doc, aka Doctor Wolf 13.
Mm.
People call me Doc, Doctor, Wolf. If I'm close with them, some people even call me Wolfie. But yeah,
Wolfie?
yeah, that's mostly my buddy Pengu. Him and like
How did I not
two
start
other
calling you
people.
that already? Interesting. Cause I do that to a lot of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple different nicknames I've got through different friend groups. So
Alright. Um, where we
Right,
moving on
so
to
let's
from
get this
there?
interview started, shall we?
Yep.
I'm here for it.
So, we got our name down. Give me a bit, I need to find my Discord.
Yeah.
Alright. Doc, how long have you been streaming for?
So I've actually been streaming for about 2 years. Technically, I started streaming well before that, but I didn't really find my legs until about 2 years ago. I don't really count the time before that because it was very like scattered. Like apparently, I started in uh 2020, if memory serves, with like a one-off stream here and there, but I really wasn't feeling it. So for 2 years, I didn't really touch Twitch or anything else. But about 2 years ago, I started actually streaming and slowly just kept at it since then.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually keep forgetting that I keep forgetting that you only been on here for like 2 years. Have I
Yeah.
actually been streaming longer than you?
What
Interesting.
made you start
Yeah.
actually streaming though?
So what actually started me with it was at first I was dating a girl and she, said I needed to start branching out more, getting more hobbies. And I was like, "What are you talking about? I play video games all the time. I do this, that, and the other all the time." And she's like, "Yeah, but you're not really doing anything else while you're gaming." So I tried my hand at it, had that little slump. Then 2 years later, I was like, "You know what? I am playing these video games all the time. Why don't I actually try really truly streaming? I'm gonna be gaming anyways. Might as well try and meet some people with it." And I did just that.
Lo and behold,
Alright.
huh?
Nice. And
Yeah,
apparently we're jumping around.
just a little bit.
um. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
the
Doc
little
can also
question
see how
sheet in
much we're
front of me.
jumping around now. um. I did miss one portion in the first one. Now, like you're and like you stream on Twitch. On like where else can people find you at? I know.
So I mainly currently stream on Twitch right now. I am in the works of getting a YouTube set up, possibly two even. The main one will be for song covers. Actually, I'm going to
Oh,
be starting recording and editing those on my own here soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but I have figured out what the first song is going to be. But that's a little surprise I've got hidden away for later. But I'm going to be setting up a at least one YouTube for that, and then possibly a second YouTube for like the VODs of all my different videos. Um, and aside from that, I can also be found on Blue Sky or in Discords. I'm in quite a lot of different Discords, so some people may see me popping in and out of various ones there. I'm also on Twitter as well, but I'm very quickly moving away from that as much as I can.
Should have formerly X.
Yeah, I'll never acknowledge it as X. That's just a stupid Elon move because a lot of
Yeah.
people a lot of people don't know this. Back when he was making PayPal, he was trying to call that X
Oh
before.
my.
Yeah. But his board would not approve that name. They were like, "No, that's just no one will know what we are." So he's like, "Fine, we'll just call it something else."
I don't know what it is with him and X.
Well, he can't get over his ex.
Pretty much. Has to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, no one that has a rational mind could understand Elon. I am insane and I don't understand him.
Yeah,
Insane.
I kind of stopped using Twitter ever since he came into power.
Yeah, I tried pulling away from it myself, but I will say before Blue Sky, it was the best way to connect with your audience and
Yeah,
really interact with people and
before
discover new
Blue Sky,
people.
the people actually commented too. But yeah, there was like it was more interactive, it was more fun, it was more just better in general sense.
Honestly, it was a lot better. I've never been a fan of Twitter. I've always been under the ideology that um, Twitter is a very toxic site. And there were a lot of examples of this, whether it be twitlongers or people going after others on Twitter for various reasons. Um, but it just felt like a very toxic, black hole of sorts. But at the same time, I couldn't refute the knowledge that it was one of the best places to connect with people and, you know, be connected to your fan base or your community.
I was trying to keep like
So,
all the drama away from my own page as well.
yeah, but that was the problem with Twitter. Even back in the old days, drama had a way of finding its way across anyone's page.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
comes. No matter how many times I try to stop it.
Mhm.
And then all the ads they got on there don't help with that.
Yeah, and that's another issue it's always had. That's honestly that's a lot of why I like Blue Sky. It takes the vibe of old Twitter, but gives it the algorithm of like Tumblr. Because you only get stuff across your feed that you want, whether that be strictly what your friends post or in stuff in the same vein as what you already follow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen it where you can correlate your feeds and have like you can have only where you know where you only see your mutual postings.
Hmm.
I want to set that where I want to find a new one where the one I got doesn't really include the retweets.
Right.
Whereas I like to see those every now and then. Now, like
Right. Yeah, but
some
I
of the
can
people
also
where that's
understand
like
not
all they
wanting to.
do, that gets annoying. But
Yeah. I mean, I can't really comment too much about that. Mostly what I'll post on Twitter is just retweets.
yeah. See, I
Oh,
just feel like I'm missing out when I can't really see all the retweets though.
yeah, fair.
I kind of just. I'm honestly thinking of deleting my Twitter
Yeah.
because I really don't like how it is coming out to be right now with the check, the verification, the this, the that, the yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I
the way it's
completely
going downward,
understand.
I really wanted to delete my Twitter, but
Mm.
I'm trying to see whether I can get anybody from my Twitter to move to Blue Sky before I completely delete it.
Yeah, it's honestly a really good thing to do. There's easy ways to do so as well because there's a couple different plugins you can use apparently that will move. Like if you follow somebody on Twitter, it'll help you automatically follow them on Blue Sky.
They're really nice,
Um,
but
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
when
ran into one dude, but it wanted me to do something that I didn't really feel comfortable doing. I
I'm
forget
working
what
on
it was
slowly deleting my posts on Twitter first because I'm worried that after I delete my account, my posts will remain there. I don't want that. So at the same time, filtering out which post I'm gonna bring over to my Blue Sky. For example, my introduction diaries. I am gonna
right.
bring them over to Blue Sky. So I'm working on deleting my posts, and I made quite a bit of posts while connecting with my friends on Twitter. So,
Right.
oh dear.
Alright.
Alright, we're getting a bit off topic, so let's move on
Yeah.
first.
Alright.
It's not really off topic, but it's
Yeah.
a
I
conversation.
don't even know how the
Well,
topic went to Blue Sky and Twitter. But alright, let's move on. Let's
it,
move on. Do you have an introduction or greeting?
An introduction, somewhat, yeah. It's typically just to welcome in raiders because you know that's typically the only time I really have to introduce myself. But I typically go and say something along the lines of "Welcome in, everybody. I'm the doc. I am Dr. Wolf, aka the Doctor, time lived from planet Gallifrey, little over 1,500 years old, variety stream who streams literally every day. If you don't believe me, go check the VODs, which I will admit right now that part's not exactly true because I've been having to take a little hiatus from streaming just because I've recently moved. But before that, I was streaming every day. Um, but then I continue and go on with if if you need to take a rest, take a nap, get yourself a drink, snack, or go pop into your second favorite streamer's chat since your first one just rated into me. That's all completely fine and understandable. While sticking around is always appreciated, it's never expected or required. And then I'll throw in a free certified bad joke, which is literally just a dad joke. Like there was one I came up with the other day that almost killed me because I was sitting there, I was eating some Doritos, and it popped in my head as I was eating Doritos, and I almost choked on it. And it was, where do you find skateboarding horses? At the Cool Ranch. So
no,
I'll go and I'll throw out bad jokes like that. But yeah, no, that's typically my whole introduction, and I came up with it basically through either watching other people and getting ideas from them about certain things to say, and then also just like giving a little tidbit on me, like, yeah, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. Yeah.
Alright, so you basically mostly answered question 4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna
Nice.
move on to question 7, which sorry, 6. I cannot count. Why can I not count?
It
I'll
happens to the
move on to
best of
question
us.
6, which is why did you choose Doctor Who? Doctor Wolf as your name, fucking hell. Sorry, language.
No,
Where
no,
have I
you're
been
good.
raised?
You're
Okay,
good.
sorry. Um, sorry. Uh,
You're
alright, I'm
good.
gonna admit it right off the bat that I just woke up, so my filter is not really on yet. So if you hear vulgarity
Yeah.
slip out of my mouth, feel free to scold me because I'm trying to cut that habit. I can curse like a sailor if I want to, but still.
Oh no, go ahead and curse. I always love it.
I
yeah,
tend
go
to curse
ahead.
like a sailor sometimes, so I'm trying to put a stop to it because I'm surrounded by kids.
Yeah, fuck them
So,
kids.
now you know when I curse a lot and I have like younger
Well,
sister
the
who's
only
like half my age, I gotta watch my language a bit around her because I don't want her picking up on it. So alright, so
Right.
I think the
why
only,
did you choose the name Dr. Wolf? And what's the meaning behind it? I am so sorry for messing it up. Dr. Wolf sounds a lot like
No,
Doctor
you're
Who.
good. Well, it's funny you say that. So
He is the
there's actually
doctor.
two answers to that. So Dr. Wolf 13 came about because I am a massive Doctor Who fan. Um, and I wanted my username to reflect on my love of the Doctor, but also reflect that I am the Doctor. Um, Wolf got added in because it's my favorite animal, and also I wanted it to tie in a bit to my lore. And then 13 is because I'm the 13th regeneration, thus Dr. Wolf 13. But most people just call me Doc or Doctor because I am the Doctor. And the name I chose with the Doctor is supposed to represent the fact that I am a place of safety. I am someone to that tries to help others, that tries to heal and to be there for others. I am the Doctor, and I will not allow anyone to be in harm when I'm around. And so when I came up with this name, I wanted to always be reminded that I am the Doctor. The wolf part has stuck around strictly because, partly most people just know me as Doc Wolf or Dr. Wolf. And so, I'll never really get away from Wolf. But at the same time, the wolf is a very intelligent animal. It's a very cool animal, if I'm being honest there. um, and it's just, it's all ever since I was a kid, it was my favorite animal. But in the series of Doctor Who, he always had K9. Um, with my own lore, I changed K9 a bit to not be a dog, but a wolf. So, yeah, there's a little change up there, but that we can discuss a bit more when we get on to the discussion of my lore, because I know that's one of the questions you have for later. So
Alright.
don't want to skip ahead too much.
Oh, don't worry, if you skip the order, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like right after the next question.
Yeah.
That said, I would like you to know that Wolf is also one of my the Pokemon toy. I played too much Pokemon already. Got that right. Okay. It's also one of my most
Yeah.
well-liked animals. It makes top 3, except the order got jumbled and I can't tell who is at which column now. I like
Happens to the
wolves,
best.
I
Give
like
me 1
cat and
second.
fox, but these 3 got mixed at the back. We don't know who's on the first place, who's on the second place, who's on the third.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah, no,
lost.
it's definitely a hard thing to do picking a favorite of anything. But with me, it was always either a wolf or before I found really learned about wolves, it was cheetahs. Just because fastest land animal there is, hell yeah.
I like the way they carry their food up trees.
Yeah, that is dope. Most big cats do that though, which it's cool no matter which one. But personally, I think the way the jaguar gets it up there is the coolest. Just they can grab like a whole gazelle and then just 2 jumps they're at the very top of a like 7-8 foot tree.
Yeah, that was cool. That is very
Yeah.
cool. My TikTok is usually on Animal Kingdom, so I get these kind of fun facts often.
Heck yeah.
You guys do know of Animal Kingdom, right? I'm not the only poor idiot here, right?
Oh no, absolutely. I absolutely love Animal Kingdom.
When you were
There's a
still
couple
on,
different ones.
I love watching it. It was like one of my favorite things to watch as a kid.
Heck yeah.
It was like top day
See,
I would sit in front of 3 cherry like crazy. It was just a tiny little brat. It was what made me love cats and foxes so much, to be honest. Because you know the way foxes pounce into the snow when they were looking for food?
yes, absolutely. They
That
look like
that is
dorks when they do it
adorable.
though. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I've actually got this one friend, their name's Nemi. Um, that's their nickname. Their full name is Nemesis Ravebane. They
Oh.
are a Fox VTuber, and they are as adorable as an actual fox. And one of the things I love is joking with them about whenever I see a fox diving, I'm like, oh, look, Nemi found something shiny.
I think I can get along quite well with that friend of yours because, like, from what I hear, he likes shiny stuff.
Oh, yeah. Foxes love shiny things.
I have a heart of shiny
That's
stuff somewhere.
precious.
I got like hearts. A lot of hearts. Then one of it consists of shiny stuff.
Nice.
Wait, you do make me worry about if my mic's still working.
It's working, I can
No,
hear
your
you.
mic's working fine. We can
Okay.
hear you.
You were oddly
Okay.
quiet for a period of time, but I can hear you again. Sorry, we got
Wait,
very off topic. By the way, Doc, I think I might just stick with
I will
Doctor.
take the next one.
If you're okay, can I just call you Goofy? Because if I call you the full name, I might mix up to Doctor Who again.
I mean, you can call me Doc, Doctor, or Wolf. Wolfie specifically, like I said earlier, is kind of reserved for particular people. Just because
I might,
that's the
but
rapport I
because
have
I
with
don't
them.
think I can handle saying Doctor Wolf without messing up to Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's totally fine too. If you want to call me Doctor Who, that works. I've always had a good chuckle at people calling me that.
There for a while, I was calling him Doc, and in my mind, all I can think is, "What's up, Doc?"
Yeah, I
Bugs
see. The funny
Bunny!
thing, the funny thing is, the first person to make that joke was a year into me streaming. It's my buddy Biggs. He was the very first person to go, "What's up, Doc?" And I was so happy because no one had made that joke before then. And I found out the reason a lot of people don't is because they're like, "Oh, I figured everyone would make that joke." So nobody does it because they think everyone does it.
Yeah, that kind of what happened here too, because I. Alright,
All
Doc,
right.
fire with your second question.
Mhm.
All right, Doc. I'm gonna reroll this a little bit, but your personality when you're live, do you fake it, or that's just how you are?
So my personality when I'm live is my actual personality.
All right.
Um, I thought about having like a persona per se online, but that just is too much work. I I can understand why some people do it, and I'm not faulting others for doing it. But that is way more work and effort than I feel like putting in. So I've always just been genuine and been myself. I don't change how I am online versus how I am in person. I've met a couple people and friends at TwitchCon. They can tell you right away that I'm the same person online that I am offline. I will go and ramble like this for hours on end about any topic. I will go and just dump facts about various nerdy stuff without prompting. I'll go through and be the same person I am online as offline because it feels like a chore and it's kind of like I'm not going to say that making up your own online personality is lying, but it has similarities to lying where you have to keep up with what is and what isn't. Like you have to try and keep the persona that you project online at all times. And if you slip up, you have to go and try to remember, oh, wait, this is what I was supposed to do. This isn't what I'm actually doing. So with the personality, it's just, it is me. It's the doctor.
Nice. Yeah. To be honest, I almost didn't even ask because I can tell by like the vibe in your channel.
I appreciate it. And actually, my buddy Kogani, who just popped in, also, hey Kogani, love you too, my boy. He makes an excellent point as well. It brings massive imposter syndrome, where if you project a personality online, you try. It makes you feel like you have to be that person, and when you're not acting like that, it makes you feel like you're a fraud. And I absolutely wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Yeah. Cause like I can understand wanting to do it, like to give yourself someone to look for and to try to be more often. But
Yeah.
for the most part, like just forgo the fakeness of it and just be you.
Exactly. And like I said, this is not to diminish anyone who does have an online persona or an online personality, because I can understand having to do that. For example, there are people who are heavily introverted or heavily shy, and they project a outgoing, confident self online, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's who you truly want to be, then project that online, and sooner or later it'll help you become that person. But at the same time, if you don't want to try and be that, you shouldn't. Like, if you don't want to be outgoing and confident, you don't have to be. That people enjoy every aspect of some type of personality. There will always be people who want to meet that type of content creator. Whether you're shy, whether you're outgoing, whether you're loud, whether you're quiet, you will always be able to find an audience for it. So you should never feel pressured to try and be something you don't want to be. You can be something you're not, because if you wear a mask long enough, eventually it becomes you. There's a reason fake it till you make it is as wide of a belief as it is, because it is real. But yeah, I think we got a little off topic
Oh,
again.
we're
I'm really
fine.
bad about that.
It's
We're
fine. This interview
fine.
is meant to go off topic. That's why we call it an interview,
We're,
but it's just a general
yeah, we're
chat.
fine.
Yeah.
I
All
almost
right.
and I was almost like, and there's a bad philosophy with the doctor off.
Yeah, no, I see, and that's part of what I was talking about earlier with, I am a safe space and I'm a healing space, because I have a tendency to go into tangents like this, because outside of streaming, I actually, like most people, I do have a real world job. Before this, it was a anime store, uh, but these days I actually work in mental health, and I've been letting that leak into my streaming more and more often here lately.
Okay, I did not actually know that.
Yeah, yeah. I work as what's known as a psych tech, or a psych technician. Um,
Hmm.
I help people going through crises with their mental health or with addiction, with various aspects of their life. And so I go and here, since I've started doing that, I've been letting it get into my own personal life and my streaming life more.
Hmm. Nice. Alright, and we're finally down to your lore. It's
Yeah.
up to you how far you want to go into it.
Oh, okay. So the best way to describe my lore is my TV show, Doctor Who. Um, I'm the Doctor, Time Lord, Planet Gallifrey, 1,500 years old, little over that. Um, Basically, as everyone knows, the Doctor has always been around on Earth. I've been helping humanity from the shadows for a long time, sometimes out in public view for a little bit there, which was a terrible idea, really. But um, the biggest difference between myself and my show is that you could say that my show is inspired by my life, because I gave BBC the rights to my show way back during my first regeneration. And I would tell them of my adventures, write down and document it best I could, and then they changed it to fit their audiences in some cases. I had a little more control of it back in the day, but as time progressed, humans got greedier and they decided they would only take some of my ideas. These days, they barely take any of them. But some instances they'll get right, others they'll get wrong. For example, I was not a woman in my 13th regeneration, clearly, because I'm the 13th regeneration. I was a woman back during my 3rd regeneration. I've been other alien species too, because not every Time Lord, when we regenerate, looks like a human. We will look like rocks. We will look like birds. We will look like all these other different alien species, because part of the Time Lord regeneration is not that we look humanoid, because not every Gallifreyan is a Time Lord, obviously, but we're not always going to keep the same biological structure. I've been a humanoid bird. I've been a pile of rocks that vaguely resemble a human. I've been so many different alien species that it's ridiculous. But throughout all of them, there is 2 consistencies. 1, I am always the Doctor. And 2, I always have 2 hearts. No matter what species you are as a Time Lord, you will always retain the 2 hearts, because while not every Gallifreyan is a Time Lord, every Time Lord is Gallifreyan. And one of the key aspects of our species is 2 hearts. Some people do say that is almost poetic, because, you have twice as much room to care. But when you have people like one of my oldest enemies, the Master, you can see where that's a load of bullshit. But yeah, with, aside from just the BBC getting a lot of my history wrong, one of the other key differences is the Time War. That took place during my 12th regeneration, not my 9th. The reason I am here on Earth and making content and everything is because I committed some atrocities that the TARDIS does not agree with. So she refuses to let me back on until I've truly and deeply atoned for it, or until I regenerate again. So until then, I am here on Earth, living as a regular human.
Interesting. All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna take this one because I feel like I mean, I'm not sure how many people would be able to vote this, because it's actually what inspired your OC? Because like I know you're an IRL streamer, but I know you also have like your little PNG model.
Yes, I do have a PNG model that I am working on getting made into an actual full-on VTuber model. My actual model is modeled after myself. It's made to look similar to the real life me.
All right,
Um,
that's what I was thinking.
yeah. Originally, it was just me wearing my 10th regenerations outfit, or David Tennant's outfit from my show. But a lot of people just commented that it looked like I was just cosplaying as the 10th Doctor, and there wasn't really any originality behind it. And I agreed. So I got with my amazing friend, Aria Noto, and she actually drew my OC, and her and I worked together to design it for the most part. You've got, I'm actually currently wearing the same shirt as my model. On the front here, the chest, it says Dr. Wolf in Gallifreyan, which is my native language. On the back, it has a picture of my TARDIS. After the Time War, the TARDIS lost a piece of itself. If you look closely at it, you'll see that it's right on the mark that says police, because there were two reasons for that. One, the TARDIS was not whole anymore. It does not feel like itself after what it sat there with me and did. And two, the TARDIS is meant to be a beacon of safety and hope. It, along with myself, does not feel like having police makes people feel safe or hopeful. So that was a little dig on that part right there. That was a little social commentary with it. But the rest of the design, there's the arm, which is a fob watch, which, for those who don't know, the fob watch in Doctor Who is a pocket watch that stores a Time Lord's memories. When I first came to Earth, I was regenerating from 12 to 13. Problem is, when you regenerate, you could be any age. I wound up being a child, an infant. I did not remember my life as the Doctor at all. And I was raised by a woman, well, using that term loosely, and she believed herself to be my mother, though she never had any true motherly instincts because, she wasn't. At least lore wise. IRL, my mother is a horrible person who was just horrible to me. So that's why I incorporated it that way into my lore. But yeah, so it's got my fob watch, my my own name, and then hold on, let me pull up my actual character sheet. I've also got just regular torn up blue jeans because I'm always running. I'm always active, fighting, just always moving. So, durable jeans, but I wear them out. And then a pair of sneakers, or if you're military, go fasters, that just help me blend in with everyday people. It's a t-shirt and jeans. There are some identifiers so people can still recognize me, but for the most part, it's just to help me blend in with humans. Then you've got my dog PJ, who she's a bit incorporated into my lore, but not heavily. But yeah, both my design and her collar were all made basically to help represent that I am the Doctor and I am my own person.
Uh, that's actually pretty detailed. Nice.
Appreciate it.
No,
Yeah, I always
oh, you put a lot of work into it. I
whenever
love the similarity between your online persona and your IRL persona.
I appreciate it. Like I said, it's more work and effort than I want to put into it to make, all this, so like to fake anything. So I just try to make it as real as possible.
Alright. Let's see. You done explained who drew your OC?
Yeah, like I
um,
said, her name is Aria Noto. She's an amazing artist. She does PNGs. I believe she does VTuber models, but she also does emotes and a lot of other art. She's an amazing artist. I highly recommend her for
nice.
anybody.
Let me type her name into my chat.
Yeah, give me 1 second to pull her up
Turn,
because I believe there's a VT in her name, but I'm not positive.
yeah, and yeah, if you post it in the Discord, then me and Funai can actually post the link in our chat.
Absolutely.
Funai, if you would.
There we are. Where would you like me to post it in Discord?
The general works.
General. All right. There we go.
Did we make a shout out? Yeah, I don't think we made the. Yeah, we
Looks
didn't
like.
make a
There we go.
Yeah, we didn't make a
All right,
promo channel yet.
This is a link to her Twitch, but that's her right there. And I'm actually going to shout her out real quick on my channel.
Wait, where did you post that?
In general.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, I went to cause I accidentally posted it in general voice chat.
Well, that works.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, where? I just gotta remember how to get into it. No, I don't want stress. Open chat. There we are. We need the name portion. If I do an exclamation point. Yeah, I can just give that. I can give that, and then they can. It'll show up on my screen. Should. Yeah. Yep, because mine's a recording, it'll show up on their screen. Renaya, are you there?
She's muted.
I think we lost the Funaya.
I know she was there, just muted, but
I think we lost the cute dragon. I got called away.
might have, yeah.
I think last time we were still going around this point and things got a little hectic on her end.
Well, hopefully she's doing all right over there.
Yeah, she'll be fine. But we just see muted. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and get to the next one. She already asked you what made you start VTubing, and that was all the way up there. Was all the way down here as in episode in question 11.
Well,
So I was
she
like,
asked
we're
me what
helping
made
her
me
out
start.
apparently.
She actually asked me what made me start streaming, not VTubing specifically.
And
That actually is a different answer.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But if you want, we can wait till she gets back. That way, yeah.
She might be around. It's hard to really say. She didn't respond to my message in her in her thread either.
Is she live right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check her stream real quick. Oh,
Yeah, she also had a very interesting way for doing it. For the layout of everything.
Oh wow! Just got my head just sitting there on a chair.
I was looking at that like, okay. I like mine with the little TV screen because it just stops everything below it. I never actually noticed that she didn't have like another Dex over there at that sale.
I mean, it makes sense because you'll have cases where, like myself, you'll have just a head, and then you'll have other cases where it's like, oh, this person's got a full body, this person's got like a half a body or something. So like not having a desk makes sense, but at the same time, it makes for goofy situations like this.
Yeah, that's why I like mine because you can't really see it right now because I couldn't go live. So I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna have to post mine to probably to YouTube or somewhere. But I
Right.
don't really know. I can't find out. I can't figure out how to upload just a video to Twitch, so I'll do it that route.
I'm genuinely not sure myself either. That would be a
Yeah,
question for some of the more experienced streaming friends.
yeah. 'Cause I know you can do rerun streams, but I wouldn't even know how to do those.
Oh, those you just oh man, how do you do? I'm trying to remember. I know one way you can do it is to just have yourself muted, and then if you record your VOD, just have the VOD playing,
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
as
I
a
guess that would work.
yeah, just have it as um like when you have your what's it called? When you have like clips and stuff play through links, just have a link for that VOD playing, and then through a plugin or something.
All
Uh,
right.
oh, and yeah, I guess it'd be a good time to wait to ask any more questions, anyways, because I am on a ad break currently.
Oh, well, that happened. Well, that works out then.
Yep, perfect timing. I will actually be right back myself because I do need to use the restroom. So
All right.
perfect timing on that. All right, I will be right back.
Yep. I shall sit here in my lonesome. Hmm. Wait, I'm looking at Dog Street, looking at Dog Site, and rumor saying something about turning people into CVs. It might have been a while back, but that's what I hear. That's what I was having to see. Yeah, Shroom B to turn people into CVs. I mean, no, there's for Naya. What happened to you? Yeah, we were wondering what. Ah, okay. Um. Anyway, he posted his artist in the one that did his artwork in the general VC set. If you want to give him if you want to post a link or anything in in your channel. I was thinking I could probably do it for you, but I wasn't sure if you really wanted to. But well, right now we're just waiting on a few things because he had to go to he had to go to the restroom and he had an outbreak come up, so everything worked out perfectly there. He had an outbreak, so yeah, so things actually worked out fine there. Hmm? No, you know, his stream is on an ad break right now. Um, it might be easier if you grabbed it because he sent the link and I the general VC sat. I told him to send it to general and he ended up sending it to the general VC. I'm like, that's fine, we get it. Yeah. Yeah, I asked him for it because that's the one that did his art. Yeah, his PNG too. About his lore. Yeah. Once when he gets back, I'm going to actually ask him about about a little bit about his And I told him I'm thinking of asking you because like we shouldn't be asking people like what they do for their BRB screens. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that was the last one I asked, and we are on the what made you start VTubing?
Alright. And yeah, sure.
You
We'll
didn't even
ask
have
you.
audio on for us?
We'll
Man
ask you
said.
that. And you were talking to yourself on my stream for a few minutes now. I'm so sorry. I forgot to unmute myself. I found that. Give me a bit. I'll be back. Yeah, feel free to ask him the question. Don't mind me if I disappear halfway. But I found that little piece of thing and
Wait, what? Think we lost this again.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Alright.
Had to run and grab some snacks while I was at it. So
Alright. For night.
welcome back,
Oh,
by the way.
okay, so you're still around.
Yeah.
So I think she's getting annoyed by a little tiny insect. Don't
Fair
these
enough. I
things
can't blame you there.
don't these things know not to make a dragon mad?
To be fair, I find flies annoying as hell myself, and other various flying insects. So I can understand it. Yes. It's the worst. Yeah,
Alright.
the next question up was number 11.
alright, I have
Um
forgot to unmute myself again on my stream and now
hey
the rest is okay. Right,
hey
so
Doc,
what
before
makes
we
you
go
start
into
VTubing?
that
Hmm?
hey,
What?
before we go into that,
Yeah?
um
Mhm.
I wanna ask because I don't think it's on here anywhere. Um um I'm trying to put the words together. How did like how did you come up with your BRB screen?
Oh, so my BRB screen actually was an idea I had because I used to, back when I was running the anime store, I would have to stop and throw up the BRB screen to let people know I was with customers. So I was thinking about it and I was like, if I had like an actual entertaining BRB screen, that might help a bit. So a friend of mine, Hoovy, or Nomadic Hoovian, she had her own deal where she would be able to have her own clips play from time to time. I asked her how she did that, and she told me about a program called Sidekick, which is what I use.
Mm.
Um, and it's also what I use for shout outs. And it works amazingly. So I went and I took my original background that I would have for my starting soon and my ending soon screen, and I threw that up there along with uh, some really well made boxes that my friend Nova made, which Wild Heart, you know Nova. Um,
No.
yeah. Mama Nova, formerly Nova Morningstar. Um, but she made the little borders and everything for it, gussied it up, and then we went and threw that all together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I was actually thinking about that before you actually left, but I watch so many VTubers, streamers, that I have a hard time remembering who really does what. Cause trying to think to myself, don't you have your clips play on your BRV screen?
Yep, absolutely do.
Yep.
Uh,
Alright,
but yeah, that's how I got that all set up.
alright. And now to get back on track, question 11. And you said it had a different answer than streaming. So
Yeah.
what made you start VTubing?
So obviously, because I am still a flesh tuber, I haven't started VTubing yet. But what got me into it and what is inspired me to do it is actually a couple friends of mine. When I first started streaming, one of the people that I was friends with IRL introduced me to a couple of their streaming friends, and through them, I met my earliest streaming friends, Percy Pascal, Craftineer, and Kyoharu. Um, all three of which are three of my very closest friends. Like even outside of the streaming and VTubing sphere, all three of them are some of my closest friends. Two of which I've met IRL in person. The third I am going to meet for his birthday in March. I'm having a little trip for that, and I'm looking forward
Nice.
to it. But um, I met them, and we started talking and got into VTubing. And before meeting them, I actually wasn't all that familiar with VTubers. I had known of some of them, like Girl DM or Merryweather, but I only knew Girl DM through clips I saw online, and I only knew Merryweather through his webtoons that he makes. Aside from that, I wasn't even aware of the term VTuber. Like I had, and the funny thing is, a lot of people will always be like, "Oh, you're friends with a rat. Like you must have known about Iron Mouse at first too." And I was like, "No, I'd never even heard of Iron Mouse until Kyo had told me about them." Um, like I had no idea about like Hollow Live or
Hmm.
Niji Sanji, none of it until you know learning from my friends about all these people. And hell, you can name a fucking Hololive person, and I'll be like, "Who's that?" Thinking you're talking about a streaming friend of yours. Um. So yeah, no, I absolutely knew nothing about VTubing, and then I meet Percy, Kyo, and Craft, and I love what they do. with their models. I love how they interact and all the fun stuff they could do. And I learned that a lot of the VTubing space, while it can honestly be a bit toxic, it's also some of the most tight knit community you will meet. And you'll find amazing people and see all different aspects of different lives. Because you can run across 3 different VTubers and none of them are even remotely similar. Like for example, my 3 friends. Percy Pascal is a bunny boy who has Sylveon inspired color schemes. Uh, Kyoharu is a vampire pirate rat with some amazing lore. And then Craft Engineer is an adventurer. Like he's just a dude. And all 3 of them are like so caring and wonderful and amazing people, but none of them is like as their models or lore would go are even remotely similar. So like there's so much about VTubing that is inclusive and wonderful. So that if I had to say what inspired me to do VTubing specifically, it would be them.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and I'm not actually yeah, 'cause I actually got into a few coach streams because you recommended it.
Them actually.
No,
Kyo is yeah, Kyo is a
I keep
they
making that
them.
mistake.
No, you're fine. You're fine. A lot of people call them she her, but she
I actually didn't
one
know.
of the running jokes for them is they have a command called Borl. Borl.
Okay.
Um and it's a combination of the words boy and girl, made by Percy, ironically enough. Um because Kyo does go by they them, so we always call them our favorite Borl.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I actually knew her pronouns. Them,
Yeah. No, a lot of people didn't.
now.
A lot of people don't know their pronouns because a lot of their fan base will go and refer to them as she or her, and they don't correct people because they are a femme presenting model. So they try to not make anyone feel bad for misgendering them.
All right.
Yeah.
Was that very sweet of them too?
Oh yeah, no, they are super considerate of other people. Little more than they should be from time to time. Uh, but yeah,
And
that's
from
one of the
that,
reasons they're
and from,
one of my closest friends is because they're such a sweet person.
yeah, and from one of the clips that I've seen, they can be a little bit. They can also be a little bit sus at times.
Oh, they are super sus. They are absolutely like if you want to see like the real Kyoharu, one, just watch their streams. They are also authentic as all hell, but they are unhinged on if they're doing a collab and they're not streaming, they get so unhinged. It's hilarious.
Now, now she's also like, I think she also said, I think she's quite open about it, but she has ADHD as well.
Um, I believe they did say they have ADHD, but I'm not positive on that one.
Okay,
Um, I don't want to go and say yes and then be wrong.
okay,
So.
okay. I might be misremembering that then. All
No,
right,
you're
back
good.
on
You're
track.
good. Like I said, that one I'm not sure on. I feel like they might have said that in the past, but I can't remember if they've actually said it or if they joked about it.
Okay, okay. Yep, and back on track.
Hmm?
Okay, you don't chat about what kind of content you create, but what kind of content would you wish to create in the future?
So the content I create is typically video game plays or just chatting, which here lately with my move and all, I've been doing a lot more just chatting streams. Um, but um, video games, just chatting, uh, music streams. I used to do a lot of karaoke streams, which I called my Sing Song Saturday streams because pretty self-explanatory there. I've shied away from the Sing Song Saturdays because I didn't have a lot of interaction with people. So from what I from what it felt, it wasn't interesting people as much. Because while I do this as just a hobby, just something to have fun with, I do try and take into account my viewers' interests because I still want people to enjoy being here, and if they're bored with the music, then I'm not going to keep doing it. Um, but it's something I might be bringing back at some point. I also used to do reading streams, but that one I personally wasn't loving it because I would just sit there and read for a while, and it felt bad when people would come in and be like, "So what's this book about?" And I'd be like, almost finished it, and I'd be like, "Oh no." So I might consider bringing that back if I do short stories or something like that. But for now, the reading's done with. Um,
Oh,
as
for
for future
fuck's sake!
content,
Sorry.
though, no, what's up?
No, this fly. It's
Oh,
it's bugging me so much to the point I'm considering freeze. I'm considering owning the aircon to freeze my room so this thing will drop down and I can kill it.
I mean, I personally highly recommend keeping your room freezing because cold is best.
Cold is best, yes, but I'm trying to save electricity right now.
um, hey
But
Doc.
yeah,
Um,
so for future
hey Doc.
content, uh,
If
what's up?
before you move into the future content,
Mhm.
um, I wanted to put on my thoughts on that.
Sure.
Um, my thing with the my thing with when I do run into a stream with doing like karaoke or anything,
Mhm.
and I think I've noticed that when I was even in your stream, it's like you can't really talk to people too much while you're in between songs. So
Yeah.
like a lot of what I'll do is I'll just come in, I'll hit I'll hit the Siri modes.
Mhm.
But I do those because I like it, and I like because like the streamer, and like in my opinion the streamer is also doing pretty good.
Fair. My whole thing with the singing was I would always try to make it interactive with the viewers. Like I would always ask for song recommendations because when I do karaoke, I'll plan like 4 or 5 songs and then the rest is just me flying by the seat of my pants. I don't really have a plan for it, except for one karaoke I do called Friendioke, where I'll go and I find songs that remind me of my friends and I'll just sing those. I still have my friend Yoki list. In fact, let me pull that up real quick. Um, so yeah, I've got uh, let's see, my buddy Kogani who was in here a little bit ago. I have the song "Mr. Glassman" associated with him. For Kyo, the song "I'm Still Standing." Nova, I've got "Super Gal," which is a song from the Power Rangers.
Hmm.
Or from Powerpuff Girls, not Power Rangers, sorry, Powerpuff Girls. Um, my buddy Maito is Villain. My buddy Percy is Brother by Coda Lion. Uh, my friend Kraft, where is Kraft? Dang it, this is a very long list, so I do not have it organized in any order. It was literally just, oh, I thought of this person, let's put them down and then think of what song it is. Oh, Kraft is Overkill by Colin Hay.
Ah,
Um,
none for me.
Let me see. Do I have you on the Friendioke list yet? Um,
I know you're literally just saying you don't have it in any kind of order.
yeah, no, that's the problem. I have to go through and look and look and look, and I don't. There are some friends I don't have on the list because simply I haven't figured out what song would remind me most of them. And then there's some songs I haven't associated with anybody because it reminds me of too many people. Um, and I want it to be specific to just that person themselves.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, unfortunately, I have not gotten one for you yet, bud. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Speaking
Also,
of craft, thank you for the moist. Craft, my buddy Craft that I was talking about before just came in and he gave a moist and a give her the treat, which is one of my favorite redeems.
I
My
was
dog,
looking through those.
yeah.
Hey, you just answered the next question, man. I think you just get answer the next one. I'm still going to answer it, but yeah, because honestly, I was looking through those and I was so tempted to make you do what was it, the jumping jacks or the push ups?
Oh
But
yeah,
that, like, that, I think that would do well with a little too much.
the workout redeems are definitely my least favorite. Actually, no, they're not my least favorite. My least favorite is my most expensive redeem. I hate
Oh,
that
put
one with
on a dress.
a Oh, actually, wait, no, my second most expensive. I forgot about the dress for a second. I don't care
Oh.
about the dress. That one's just funny. No, it is the forcing me to play Fortnite because I fucking hate Fortnite.
I played it for a little bit, but I didn't go with the co-op. I just wanted to play around with the building aspect, and I'm like, it just if I was actually into combat, I don't think I'd make use of half the features of the game.
God damn it! I had to mention that fucking redeem. So yeah, now my buddy Donkus has just redeemed it to prove a point. He is owed 3 games now of
Hey,
Fortnite.
Douglas.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, no. Going back to question because I know we were glossing over it a bit while we were discussing the karaoke and everything. For future content, I'm not really looking to change much aside from maybe re-adding some content. The only thing that I might be doing more of in the future is hopefully more collabs, like this one.
Sign me
I
up.
haven't. What's up?
Sign me up
Okay, yeah, yeah. No,
if
I've
I can find the time.
right, and that was a problem I had with previously because with the job at the anime store, I worked every single day. So I would have to stream after I got off work because I didn't have time to in the morning and I was at work during the day. Um so finding time that worked for friends was very difficult. With this new job, I get 3 to 4 days off a week. So
No,
I have more time to be able to stream. Though complications do pop up from time to time when I get called in. Like last night, I was planning on playing some video games last night, and then my boss messaged me about 20 minutes after a shift would normally start because one of my coworkers broke down on the way to work and she needed me to come in and cover. So I was actually supposed to be off yesterday and wound up having to work.
man.
Yeah, which I don't mind it because I genuinely do love my job and I love what I do. There are some undesirable aspects of it, but that's any job you have really these days. Hell, even streaming as a job, there's a lot of undesirable aspects to it.
Yeah, namely all those bots.
Mm.
Forget bots.
I
The
mean, bots
minute
are
the mi-
bad
as
and
a
all. Yeah.
VTuber, the minute your camcorder comes on and
Hmm.
someone gets a glimpse of your real face, all of a sudden it starts blurring out. It's a bunch of headache.
Yeah, the only things I can really think of that really aggravates me is the bots and all the I think everyone else just calls them GFX auditions.
Oh god, the GFX artists. The GFX artists and the crypto bros are the biggest pain in the ass.
Like the people
Yeah.
don't like for me it's mostly you come into the stream, you make small talk, like we start to actually like, oh, you might actually be pretty nice. You want to know what? Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And like I in the back of my head, it's like, oh, small talk. Hello, yeah, yeah, okay, that's nice. I knew it.
Yeah. See, the worst of it are always the ones that are just like, "Hey, do you want to buy viewers?" Like, oh god,
I keep
ban,
blocking those. I
immediately
keep blocking
ban.
those bots. You know, like, there are some
Um,
times when you be like, huh? You know, cause like when as a streamer that doesn't get much, you're just talking around, you're just having fun. You see, hey, finally somebody commented a new friend, and then buy viewers.
yeah.
Like the worst
That's why
That's
I
the one you
love.
need the mods for.
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
worst
say that's why I
betrayal
love
one has ever
Saribot.
felt. I tell you. Especially when you get so hyper and excited that hey, new viewers, new friends, they can talk to someone. Finally, we can talk, and then it's just a bot.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, no, I
saddest things
definitely
ever.
I went through that a lot when I was starting out. These days, thanks to Saribot, a lot of that stuff gets stopped before it even gets to me.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't really like the auto modding because like
Yeah, no,
I don't.
Autobot itself is terrible, but that's
Yeah.
why,
I
like
can't
I said,
tell you how many times I've been timed out for emotes, and I'll only have like maybe I might have like 5 emotes in a message and timed out.
yep, that's why, like I said,
And like if I'm
Saribot,
in a new if I'm in a new streamer and that happens, guess what? I'm not watching.
right? Well, with Saribot, you're able to set it up to where it only bans like people who use the oh here's a link to buy more viewers type of stuff.
Huh.
And it
Neat.
protects you against bots. It protects you against hackers, trying to or not hackers, scammers trying to get your information with stuff like that. Like it's a really great tool and really helpful and useful, whether you're a beginning streamer or a long time streamer. Like,
I
highly recommend
actually did
checking
not know
Saribot
that
out.
one.
Oh yeah, it also has funny little commands like here. Let me. We'll do dog fact. Yeah. A dog's nose is wet because it helps them to absorb scents more easily.
Huh. Neat.
Or
Nice little thing to play around with. Now, I know some of these bars, they can also be active in your stream even if you're offline.
yeah,
But what?
Scarybots.
What did you
Scarybots.
do to me?
Yeah, that's one of the things you can do with Saribot. You could also do this. It sets you back right.
Oh, okay. I thought you flipped me the board. I went flipping. I'm like, did he just flip me off?
No, it flips the user's name upside down completely, which is really cool.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. Why that at symbol? Oh, okay. It flipped the whole thing up. Okay, I see what it did. It flipped a whole 180.
Yep, exactly.
Oh,
So yeah,
nice.
that's why I always recommend Saribot because it even while you're offline, it will help against like say you get bot rated because you can be bot rated
Wow.
while you're offline. Saribot will go and ban the bots and immediately report it to Twitch so you don't get cited by Twitch for that, which is
Imagine that
uh,
a bot. You have to use a bot to counter a bot.
yep,
This is where the saying "fight fire with fire" comes from.
exactly.
Right,
Neat.
right. We're getting off topic.
I might actually have to look into
We
that.
are we are really bad about staying on topic.
Before we
It's
go back
fine.
on
It's fine.
topic,
That's what I'm here for. What is there to let the
good night.
conversation fly left, right, up, down, and I'm here to keep the conversation on, to keep the questioning on track. Somewhat.
Yeah, good night. Before we go back on topic, I did have one more thing.
Mhm.
Cause you said about your reading streams.
Yes.
Have you ever considered about just setting all that up, like doing the recording and all that, like on your live? then setting up like an audio, like a podcast.
I thought about doing stuff like that, but it it's more work than I'm willing to put in.
Uh,
Like I said, this is just a hobby on the side. I try not. I do put time, money, and effort into it to try and make it an enjoyable experience. But adding onto it and adding a more workload onto myself for it isn't something I'm really interested in doing. The
okay.
cover songs are one thing because I've always loved music and I've always loved, getting other people interested in songs that I love. But for, something like audiobooks or podcasts and things like that, that's more trouble than I'm wanting to put into it.
All right. Yeah, cause I know one of my streamers, one of the people I watch, that they do like a talk show and they stream it, and I think they said they just drag and drop the file into Spotify.
Yeah,
And
but Spotify is also hella toxic, so
uh
I don't like supporting them.
okay, I did not know that. I
Oh
like
yeah, no,
it be yeah,
Spotify is horrible to artists. Like
uh,
it will remove their music randomly. It will censor their music
huh.
without
Well,
the
I only use
uploader's
it for podcasting because
approval.
I can download them and listen to them offline.
Right. I mean, they do the same thing to the podcasters that they do to the artists.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's a lot of disgusting stuff that goes with them. So I just try not to use them personally.
Alright.
I'll still like I have friends who have their music exclusively on Spotify, and I'll listen to them on it from time to time. But for the most part, yeah, I don't like supporting Spotify.
Alright. And then we had oh my question. And I think you've already answered it. Any favorite redeems in your channel? It's basically your least and your favorite redeems.
So my personal favorite is give her a treat, and um that is for my damn it, Donkus.
What were we
Um,
talking about?
no, we're not acknowledging Donkus on this one.
I know, cause you.
And this is the type of community I have, and I love my community. Donkus is actually a good buddy of mine. I've been friends with him for
It
quite
took
some
me a minute to actually read that to realize what it
Yeah.
said.
He has been an amazing friend and an amazing community member despite his own proclamations. Um, but yeah, going back to my favorite redeem, it's give her a treat where I have my big girl PJ. She will come and get on camera and get real close to the microphone and she gets a dog treat. Um, Once I've gotten everything moved properly, I used to do this as well. Um, but once I get everything moved properly and whatnot, I'm going to have her do tricks in order to get these treats. Instead of just getting a
Nice.
treat just for the redeem. So one of my favorite tricks that she does is mu- I call it put 'em up, where I will get into like a fighting stance, and then she goes and she throws her paws.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
have a
can't.
lot of really cool tricks that I've taught her, and I love it. I love showing them off.
uh, I can't really do what I like to do when I ask that. Cause if I have the points when someone tells me what the favorite what the favorite redeem, I'll actually redeem it. But
That's fair.
it's on a cooldown and it's
Yeah.
recently been redeemed.
Yeah, with give her a treat, I try to keep that redeem on a cooldown just so for one, I don't run out of treats too fast. And for two, so she doesn't, get too fat.
Yeah, some of those treats can be expensive, especially if you get the real good ones.
Right.
Like I buy the cheap ones and I barely even keep in those.
Makes sense.
The f-
Let's see.
Oh.
Apologies.
My dog's actually literally laying right beside me.
Thank you
If you
for the
hear
moist.
vulgarity on my side, do know that it's because I'm fighting the damn fly.
Yeah, I got you.
I missed it
Okay,
again.
so
Right.
this is
Second task.
this actually is another favorite redeem of mine is Moist that Wild Heart has just redeemed. Where it's a usual hydrate, but the reason it's one of my favorites is because I like to bring new snacks and drinks onto stream and give people my thoughts on them. For example, this is the Oreo Coca-Cola.
Wait, what?
Oreo flavored Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
So
Coca-Cola. Huh. Watch
yeah.
removal.
Yeah, I normally prefer Pepsi personally. Actually, RC is my favorite cola. But between Coke and Pepsi, I
Oh,
usually
man,
prefer
take.
Pepsi. But I saw this and I'm always looking for new snacks and drinks to try. And this one I've heard mixed reviews on. Some people say it's amazing, some people say it's nasty. Everybody agrees it you can definitely tell it's Oreo. It just smells like Coke though, like a sweet Coke.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Was it Diet Coke or regular Coke that you can use to remove what?
Holy crap. That legit just tastes like I'm drinking an Oreo.
Interesting.
Like it I don't know how they did it, but it just
Oh my god.
yeah, that just tastes like a straight up Oreo.
Oh wow.
That's creepy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, to answer your question, Wild Heart, it's any Coke. Because in here it is. In Coke, they whether it's regular Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Cherry Coke, every single flavor of Coke has phosphoric acid in it. Now, that's what removes rust from it. But phosphoric acid, while not amazing for you, in the quantities that are in Coke, for whatever reason, there's actually no one has ever explained why it's in there, but the levels that are in the Coke don't really do anything to you.
Oh, I know I tried it, and like even with like I think it said with tinfoil, but that's just so much scrubbing to get any rust off of anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. With the way I recommend it is
Now,
pour the
like
Coke on it, leave it for a second, and then either a scrub brush or a hard bristle toothbrush.
yeah, I mean like if it was like a small bowl or something, then to pour the Coke into a container and then to drop the bolt down in it.
Yeah, exactly. But most of the time, if you're wanting to get rust off of something, it's like a car battery or
Yeah,
cord or something.
I mean I was trying to do it with a bike rim, so and that was a pain.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think you sent those clips, did you? Or did
I
you?
did
And
not
I just don't
send them.
remember.
Give me 1 second though.
Uh,
I will pull those
yeah,
up and send them right to you.
yeah. Your favorite and most embarrassing clips of yourself.
Yep. So my favorite and my least favorite.
This time, let's use the actual general set, please.
Yeah, I'll do the actual general this time. That's my
Actually,
bad.
we actually have a clip channel, so how about we put them in there?
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
Just
Might be new.
okay. Videos.
Renee, you gonna show these on your screen?
Sorry, what?
You gonna are you gonna show the dog's clips on your screen when he sends them in?
Yeah, sure, I will.
Uh,
Mm,
in fact, I gotta make another player here.
Oh my god, I'm so
don't-
distracted from today's stream because of this damn fly. Fucking hell.
It happens.
I'm
It
like
happens
trying
to the
to
best of
focus
us.
That's
on what's
really
being
interesting.
said, but this fucker has been buzzing from my face left, right, up, down, and I can't. Today is not a good day. Speaking of which. So, a bit off topic a bit since we're waiting for the clip, we might as well go off topic, right? Pokemon games.
Oh yeah,
We all
we
play
love
our own
going off topic.
we all play our fair share of Pokemon games, don't we?
Oh yeah,
Which
love
one's your
Pokemon.
favorite?
My favorite
Leave
Pokemon
it be.
game. Ooh.
Yeah.
Are we going off of every Pokemon game or just the
Can be
main
anything
game?
from the GBCs to the mainstream. But for now, we can keep it separate as the main Pokemon game, the one where you train to become a champion, or the sub
Okay.
Pokemon games where you are like a ranger, a mystery dungeon, and like Pokemon Snap, this kind of thing.
Okay. Okay.
Name your top two.
Ooh, top two. Man.
Yeah, no, it's a tough choice, ain't it?
Want me to go first then?
Well,
Well, as for me, it would probably have to be RCS because that game really took me by surprise with how good it really was.
OCS.
Granted, I still have to beat the dang thing,
Wait, OCS
and
is what?
probably Gale Darkness.
Cloud.
Gale
What's
Darkness is
Pokemon
pretty good. That's a good
OCS?
one.
Wait, what?
What's Pokemon OCS?
OCS.
Arkman Arceus. It's it's similar to the mainline titles. You're sent back to ancient Hoenn. You have to.
She knows what it is. She played it.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
know she
I
had.
thought I
RCS.
thought you had said
I
what
think she
is
just
Arceus.
misunderstood me.
Okay.
RCS? You mean Legend of Arceus?
Arceus,
Yeah,
Arceus,
Legends
same thing.
RCS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't use short form, so I'm a bit blur on this end.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
because
You're
I've
good.
seen a few of her streams where she was playing it.
Yeah. Arceus is a good one. Arceus is a good one.
See, I think what sold me on that game was if you throw one Pokemon one way, yeah, like if you throw a Pokemon in, and I've been trying not to say this because I've been watching someone that's kind of new to playing it. Because like you throw a Pokemon to Mind Stone, and you can quickly just switch to another Pokemon, throw it another way out of tree or whatever, and throw out that Pokemon as well. As long as you don't initiate a battle, you have all six Pokemon out there.
Yeah, Arceus was a pretty good one. Arceus is a pretty good one. That one I can admit. Though my favorite one would actually be, do you guys know the 3DS, right? Pokemon Platinum on it was a good one for me.
Pokemon Platinum's pretty great. Yeah.
I like the underground feature a lot. You know how you can set traps, you can
Oh yeah,
bury your spear
that
to
was
let them
great.
grow. Not to mention,
Platinum had that.
Cynthia first came out in that game. I freaking love it.
Platinum had that.
Yeah.
You had the
One
underground
day.
Diamond,
feature in
Pearl, and
Platinum.
Platinum.
You know now in
Yeah,
DDSP
that might be the
you
one
also
I'm
got the
thinking of
underground.
because that was that was on the SP then. I was always
DDSP
thinking
got the
about it.
underground, yes.
I
Well,
now see, I would have loved that game, but
yeah.
I had a Fire Red on the SP. I never had a Platinum. I think my next Pokemon. Yeah, I had a Fire Red, and what was my next one? It was on the DS, I believe. I think whatever the first one on the DS was, like, I don't want to say Soul Silver because that was just one of the ones I put the most time into. But I think it was whatever was before Soul Silver,
I do have Soul
which
Silver.
I loved Soul Silver when I had that one, but
Soul Silver's pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, your Pokemon can follow behind you. That is a good feature they had.
yeah.
That's one of the
Now
things
I
that I
will
loved
admit to
about
this.
Yellow.
I will admit to this. On the DS, I had an action replay, and I think so. Silver. I got tired of having all my Pokemon at level 100 to begin with, so I think I'll take one. I mean, I'll still have the rare candy and all the Master Balls because, oh my gosh, catch rates and drive me ballistic. But like even then, I would stop using them as much. But
Yeah.
I would only take the Pokemon maybe like my lead Pokemon only at a certain point. I think Soul Silver I still went for a max. Or no. Did I go for a max on that one? No. See, on Soul Silver I only took my lead Pokemon to no. I think I took my back Pokemon. Yeah, I made Delma level 100 and all my others I'd actually kept at a decent level.
Hmm.
But I was always like, I had enough of the grind of Pokemon in Fire Red. I was not too keen on me doing it every freaking time.
I mean,
Then
fair.
then I ended up getting Black somehow, and I'm like, I didn't even really want the game. I don't think I ever beat it. I'm like, I've already had enough of Pokemon. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's just the same formula Winston repeated. And that's why I'm like, Game Freak needs to change it up a little bit.
They
Back in the
really do.
day, back in the 64 and GameCube era, you had all these options. You had
Yep.
Snap, you had Channel. Channel might actually top Gale of Darkness.
Fair.
I want to give Gale of Darkness the support that it deserves though.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, it does deserve love,
Gale of
but
Darkness, I mean that one actually that's the one that actually introduced the Shadow realm, the Shadow Pokemon.
Like
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, one of my
Go,
favorite Shadow Pokemon.
yeah, cause I mean, Go finally
brought him
brought
back.
the
Yeah.
Shadow Pokemon back where where you need to purify them, but
Mhm.
it's not the same.
It's not. It's really
It's
not.
not. Really not.
Especially because they don't. With the original Shadow Pokemon, they got an entirely new look
But
along with
snap,
everything
snap,
changed. But the
snap.
new Shadow Pokemon, it's
I,
just
c- I can't
yeah.
snap my thumbs or I can't snap my fingers or I would just be repeating. I would just be doing. I think it was the main bad guys of Gale of Darkness. I be snapping my fingers to their rhythm.
Oh yeah.
That was way too catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if any of you actually played Gale of Darkness on the GameCube. I don't think I actually played it that much, but I've seen enough of it when my brother and I think my sister were playing it, and and I literally have the snap, the rhythm of their snap in my head right now.
Then how about the side games? Which of the side games do you like more? Apart
Like
from
Ultra Coliseum was also heck of good.
Right. So me personally, for my two favorites, I've got my number one will always be Pokemon Yellow. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
will
Pokemon Yellow was where they first introduced the
Oh,
follow
old
behind you one,
school.
right?
exactly, yeah. It had Pikachu follow behind you the entire time, and
They
I absolutely loved
downgraded.
it.
They've
Hmm?
been downgraded that freaking long.
Yep.
Can't forget get with it thing.
Yeah. But as that, and then my other favorite is Pokken Tournament.
Oh, that's an
Like
interesting
a
one.
Pokemon fighting game that is truly an arena fighter is something we've needed for a long time, and they did it so well. They could have done a lot more with it, but they did it. They what they did do, they did masterfully.
I did try Pokemon Tournament once. It wasn't really my cup of tea, unfortunately. I mean,
I
I
mean,
saw
that's
the
fair.
appeal. I saw the appeal people see in it, but it's personally not my style.
And I really want to ask Game Freak why they keep backstepping. They need to take all these steps forward and turn them into a good game.
Right.
and not this half baked crap they're pushing out on us now.
Yeah.
And not all that try hard crap either the 6-star the 6-star black dens on the crappiest game ever. I want to get so annoyed with it.
So, thoughts on
Yeah.
Pokemon
I
Rangers?
found
Pokemon
Oh yeah,
Rangers.
that was a fun
You know the
game.
one where you draw a bunch of circles to your hand cramp and you're still drawing circles?
Man, I don't even think they made a new one of those for a long time either.
I quite like Pokemon Ranger, except the circle mechanics really make my hand hurts.
Yeah.
But Shadow of Amelia, if you guys had time, that one is a very good one. Out of all of them, I personally think Shadow of Amelia is like one of the best one. Because they had like the villains literally have some funny lines to say every now and then. And like, well, I won't spoil too much lah, but if you guys got time, you guys can go try it out. It's quite nice.
Also, Doc, if you can't really find your clip, you can just explain them.
Oh, I actually just found my favorite. My most embarrassing, I found a minute ago, but I had to scroll forever for my favorite. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You got both right here.
Yep.
Which one is red?
So the lemons is my favorite, and Bad at Frogger is my most embarrassing.
Um,
So
I
I'm gonna
have to do
pull
it this
up.
way.
I'm gonna pull up lemons on my stream and share my screen. So oh
Um,
shit! Come on, pause it.
no, it's alright. I'm
Pause.
planning the
There we
clips
go.
on my screen first for my side as well. So you give me a bit. I'll mute my end and I'll post it on my and I'll set it on my side too.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be able to actually. I am doing the recording anyway, so I'll probably go ahead and post some on my end here.
Let's see.
Oh,
What the heck is going on?
that ain't good.
There you go. Oh, got ads playing, so I'll let those go through real quick and then unmute.
You know what? I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life
Yeah,
take the
that's
lemons
right.
back. Get mad.
I had to
Oh,
go
those are
for
damn
my
lemons?
second
What the hell am I
most
supposed to do with
embarrassing
these?
clip because my
James,
first
be
most
life's
embarrassing one
manager.
is
Make
DMCA.
life rue the day and
So
thought it could
didn't want to
get
get
Kane Johnson lemons.
anyone
You know
hit
who I
there.
am?
I personally don't
I'm the man
mind
who's gonna burn
being
your house
having
down
my
with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down. Dude, it's been so long since I played Portal 1 or 2. Like, I used to be able to quote it word for word off the top of my head all
When
the
life
time.
gives you lemon, don't make lemonade, huh?
Also, if somebody could clip me doing that right there. Mint. Oh, yes, thank you.
Alright, so let's check out the other one. Apparently this one is more embarrassing one, the second most embarrassing one, so we can check it out. And then after that, I'll unmute them as well again, and then we can go check out what is maybe let me go see what's wrong with it. Right. Apparently, this thing has decided to be a little bit of a monkey, so I have to go to my Joker tab and find it. Give me a moment. Where's my Windows capture? Where is it? Okay, got it. You guys see it? Alright. Then I'll play it from here. I wonder what game this is. Looks. He got ran over. He almost walked into the pool there.
Bitch.
He got ran over again. He got ran over twice in the span of a few minutes. That's kind of funny, you gotta admit it. Alright, let's go unmute them. I'll be back. I think I'll be warm in my room again, huh?
Trying
Yeah,
to think
that
about
was
Alright.
that was my
Alright,
most
I saw the
embarrassing.
clips. I saw the clips.
Yeah, mine is just taking forever. I'm going to see about doing a screen a capture here.
In a bit, I'll be back. I'm gonna go turn on the fan. And maybe try and whack that fly down one minute.
Okay. Okay.
Let's try a
Since
window.
she did watch those clips, then I'm going to play them on my channel real quick. After ad break is over.
Alright. Which I might take a bit of a break here real fast.
Okay. Yeah, go right ahead. Well,
Yikes, that
I
thing
will
is
hit my BRB
bugging.
screen as well for now then.
I can't even, I'm gonna hide that. I'm gonna have to shrink that down. Alright.
I have returned. I turned on my fan. What game were you playing the second clip though? Doc? Where'd it go? I went to turn. I'm just recalling on my phone. What happened? What did I miss? Shall we just wait for them to come back, I guess? Let's just wait for them to come back. Meanwhile, I'll just check out some settings on my end. Because I realized I should have turned up their volume a bit more, so they might be a bit off. I forgot to count down volume to 100, maybe 200. My back hurts a bit, kind of. Well, it seems we got some free time. Okay. They went somewhere, I think. Washroom break, perhaps. Maybe an ad break. But, yeah.
Okay, I am back.
Oh, they're back. This is actually they're back. He's back anyway. I don't know why about that.
And so while we wait for the other two to return.
I'm back. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I just left myself muted because I was talking to my chat.
I got you. Well, I missed sharing both clips on my channel, so I am going to have them play on on your channel. So I'm going to have them play on mine. My favorite clip is the lemons. This is where because I also do a lot of impressions. One of which is Cave Johnson from the Portal series. The Lemons is one of his most famous speeches from the entire series. So,
Wait, Cave Johnson, isn't he also the one who narrates Getting Over It? Well,
What's up?
Cave Johnson, isn't he also the one who does the narration for Getting Over It? Or am I mistaken?
You
I'm
mean
not
that guy
sure.
who
I
mocks me
haven't
24/7 every time I fall off?
played Getting Over It, so I do not know for sure.
Also, did you already play those clips, or am I still good?
I already
Um,
played
I
the
was-
clips on my stream.
I was in the middle of playing them.
Okay. Yeah, make. Oh, you haven't shared your screen. Yeah, Doc, you didn't share your screen yet. That's fine if this plays out. If it plays.
But yeah, that's my favorite clip. And then my most embarrassing clip is this one.
I was meant to ask, but what game were you playing?
That is Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 to be specific. But yeah, the clip is called "Doc is bad at Frogger" because the first time I run into the road and I'm trying to steal the car that comes up.
Hey, what about it?
And if you get close to a car, it's supposed to throw up a prompt to have you open the door. Instead, it just had me run into the cars and get run over twice. So yeah, no, though that is
But-
my second most embarrassing clip because my most embarrassing clip is technically DMCA. My most embarrassing clip is one where I sing a song I am not familiar with entirely. It's called "Like a Virgin." Because I'm not,
Oh.
yeah, because I'm not super familiar with the song, I sing it off key and it's horrible.
And also that lemon clip. Yeah, I only just now got to watch it. I had to watch them in the Discord because this PC is
Okay.
just so slow.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah. So those are my two clips. Gami, thank you for the gift or a treat.
Uh,
All right, you got a big one this time, PJ. Oh, and this is my baby girl, PJ. Peegers, as I call her. From time to time.
Doc, why are you running out in front of traffic?
No.
Twice.
I already explained why. Snom, thank you for the moist posture check and stretch.
So wait, what was it? Sorry, I think when you were talking, I had the lemon clip playing.
No, you're good. You're good. So that one, when you run up to a car, it's supposed to throw up a prompt that says hijack. And it's supposed to give you a chance to hijack the vehicle.
So
It did not do that either time.
was that GTA? It didn't look like Saints Row.
No, that was Cyberpunk.
So, okay.
Yep.
I was just on new topic. Have you played Saints Row?
What's up?
Have you tried Saints Row yet?
Oh, Saints Row? Yeah, I've been playing Saints Row since the first one. Saints Row 1 and 2, I absolutely love. 3 is okay.
And
Everything
the
after
one
it
I'm
is
familiar
disappointing.
with. Wait, what about everything after it?
They were disappointing.
I guess I'll have to look into 1 and 2.
Why
Oh
were
yeah,
they
absolutely
disappointing?
recommend
I saw it
2.
with-
2 is the best one.
Yeah, I started with 3.
Okay, 3's not bad. It's an amazing story in the beginning. Oh, the most recent one was absolute hot garbage. It was supposed to be like a reboot of the entire series and this, that, and the other. They were supposed to go back to being gangsters instead of celebrities and all sorts of shit like that. And it was god awful garbage, and it hurt my heart.
I know Get Out of Hell was interesting.
Get Out of Hell was just a really dumb DLC.
I know it was interesting only because of all their superpowers, but yeah. It's interesting, but I tried 4 and I'm like, what's even going on here?
Right.
You try to get back on track. Where we at?
Yes. I believe there was only one question left on this
what
list.
are
And-
your hobbies outside of VTubing?
My hobbies outside of VTubing / streaming, I have quite a few actually. I love to sing. I love reading, swimming, bike riding, spending time with my dog. I build model kits, which I put on pause for now until I can do that on stream again. But yeah, I also like collecting and playing Magic: The Gathering. Though here, the last couple years, I haven't really collected any because the company's been just kind of gross, to say the least. But yeah, no, I have quite a few hobbies.
Also, bike riding. Alright. Wait, what type of bike?
Like bicycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
I
don't have
running
a-
into a weird YouTube short. apparently, some of the cyclists actually gets up in arms if you use a term bike.
Let them get up in arms. I don't care.
I'm like, I don't care. I'm a bicyclist, but I always call my bike bike.
Exactly. It's a bicycle. Call it a bike.
I mean, I was actually wondering though because it's like you get a motorcycle, you call it a bike. You get a bike,
Exactly.
you call it a bike.
Exactly.
You tell someone a bike, it's like unless you don't. I never actually thought about calling a pedal bike a bicycle. 'Cause if I want to get Pacific, I'd say pedal bike.
Mhm. Pedal bike also makes sense, but still, that's. Oh, Gani, I can't riz up the neighborhood. I barely rizzed up my girlfriend. But yeah, no.
I believe it. Yeah, I think Connie had. God, I can't say the name. Yeah, Connie.
Kogani or Gani, yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
Connie.
I believe it that Doc could.
Yeah.
He's always risen everyone up.
I am not.
Yes, you are. He can't even hide it.
What is receipt?
He can't even try to deny that one, man.
I can absolutely try and succeed to deny that one.
Alright. We ready for the next question? Because I think we're into the random short questions this time.
Yep. We could do something different with the random short questions. Instead of us firing a few questions at the doctor, wanna ask the doctor to go pick a few questions he wants to answer?
I mean, if y'all want to pick, I'm fine with that. Oh, excuse me. This is y'all's interview after all. I'm just here for the ride.
Okay, I'm not very present throughout this whole interview because of this damn fly. Would you believe me that up till now I still haven't killed this little shit?
I'm surprised you haven't killed it yet. Like that's wild.
Surprisingly,
Sis,
this
you're
child is
a dragon.
stupidly fast. he is stupidly fast, and and he's in the room full of computers and stuff, so I can't exactly use anything liquid. Nor can
There's
I
your
whack it when it's on
ingredient.
like certain items.
One thing you could do is if you have a can of air, just spray it with that. It'll disorient it long enough to where you can smack it.
I did try spraying it, but this freak is fast, and when I say
Well-
fast, I mean Sonic fast.
I mean, that's why I'm saying like not like with a spray bottle, with a can of compressed air.
I did. I have a kind of compressor that I sprayed at it, and this guy just flew off.
Dang. That's one tough fly.
You tell me. I want him out of my room. At this point, I'm less for trying to kill it and more for trying to get it out of my room.
One thing you could try doing is getting 2 sheets of white paper, putting one on each hand, and then smacking with those because flies can't see white.
I did try that, but for some reason I'm failing quite miserably too.
I
For
don't
some
know what to tell
reason,
you here, then.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I am failing quite badly at killing this fly. Now, I never seen
Alright.
anyone so miserable as me when it comes to killing a fly.
I don't know. There's Saitama. He couldn't kill one little mosquito. And he's the
Yeah,
strongest man in
always
the world.
right. I think I remember that episode too.
Yep. It was one of the early ones. He was literally almost teleporting around his porch. And he could not smack this fucking mosquito. No matter what he did.
Man, I
Sad
don't remember
life.
if I actually watched the second season of that bully or not.
Honestly, it's not worth watching because the second season was done horribly. I'm glad a good studio has picked it up for the third season. Hopefully they will bring it back to the level it was in season 1, animation wise.
A lot of good
Alright,
things to go down around the
um,
second or third season, don't it?
So yeah, start on this. How do you like to make friends in the VTuber world? Or streaming in general?
So, well, all my friends are VTubers. I have only like 2, maybe 3 other people I speak to and count as friends who are flesh tubers. But the way I typically do it is I'll hang out in their streams for a while. I'll get to know them a bit, talk with them outside of streams, and then that'll be it. Like, for example, my buddy Kogani right here. I met him through, I want to say Kyo. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Kogani. But I'm pretty sure I met him through Kyo. And then we just started chatting. And shortly after that, he became a really great friend. And that's basically how it went from with everybody. Like I'll sit there, talk with them either in their streams or in other people's streams and get to know them, talk outside of streams, and then, just go from there. I never try to rush it. Sometimes I do unintentionally rush it. I'll feel that we are closer than we actually are. And that has made for some awkward moments, but for the most part, I try to treat everybody the same anyway, so it doesn't really cause any issues. But it has been done.
I can see that most of us
I blame Wild.
morning,
I blame.
afternoon, night. Most of us are
Of course.
talking today.
Yep, don't blame me.
But yeah, no. Heck, a mutual friend of ours I met quite some time back through my friend Zolly, but Missing No. I met him a couple years back through my friend Zolly with the Katawa. Became friends with him through our
VT
mutual
Missing
love
No?
of Pokemon. Yeah, VTuber.
Interesting.
He was part of
Yep.
our showcase not long ago, if I'm right.
Yeah, he was actually the first one I bought on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a great streamer, and his lore and
Yeah,
his
he
whole
really is.
thing is really interesting. So, yeah, no, that's been how I've always made friends though on Twitch is just meet people, chat with them in their streams, chat with them out of their streams, and then bam, friends.
I kind of wish I could do that too. Like,
I think it just comes naturally for me because I've always been good at, for lack of a better term, networking. I'll go and I'll talk with people, find out about them, and then connect with them through the stuff I find out. Whether that's through mutual interests, mutual hatreds, or just mutual vibes. Something
I
will always.
won't lie, I am a bit jealous of you now because I tried to watch other people stream. Like I really did try, but
Mhm.
turns out I have this oddly stupid condition that makes me unable to accept certain voice. Like I'm not sure what's happening with my body sometimes, but it's just like unable to accept the voice for some reason. Try as I
Okay.
might, it's just there are some people that I cannot listen to. There's some people I can listen to. Some people I uh
Mm.
just do not. I think my friend told me it was a certain condition, but I completely forgot the name of the condition.
Okay. I mean, that can be a bit of a problem sometimes. One thing you can do though is you said yourself that there are people you can listen to. Just try hanging out with them for a while, talk with them, and then they can sometimes introduce you to other people. Heck, like I said, I met a lot of my friends through meeting other friends. So even if you want chatting with them in their streams, you can chat with them in the other person's stream or in their Discord servers, things like that.
Yeah, I could try that.
It says some people drive you nuts. What about me? I don't have a very good voice. I heard
No.
myself talk.
It's not a matter of whose voice is good or not. It's a matter of whose voice my brain is accepting. Because some people, right, it sounds nice to other people, but for me, I cannot stand their voice. Unfortunately, try as I might.
Yeah.
Like your voice is one of those I can handle. That's why I'm talking to you.
Dang.
I know it took me a little minute, actual minute to get used to your voice, and still, but I
Oh,
think
I'm
it's
not
because
surprised. Would you believe me if I told you that my voice is actually one of those I cannot stand?
I think most people can't stand their own voice, to be fair.
well, what I mean is you're from. I think you're from. Yeah, you English not English isn't your first language, is it?
No, English is my first language. It's just that
Oh,
I
okay.
probably it's because of my accent, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that would be it.
But yeah, my
But
voice
then
is
again,
one of
I
the
haven't
voice that I
really.
actually cannot stand. It's like it's not the it's not the anything, it's the literal physically recoil at your own voice kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Alright. Awesome. Okay, on to the next question here. So what's the nicest thing someone had done for you?
Nicest thing someone has done for me. Oof.
And I keep hitting my mic.
Does that woof mean that a lot of people done something nice to you and you're trying to think of which one, or there's nothing nice?
Well, no, it's not that there's been a lot, but there's been enough that it's difficult to
Ah, okay, that's the
in
good guys then.
the main one. But I think I'm gonna have to go with a kid from my childhood. Um, Back when I was really young, I was at summer camp because while I grew up poor, I also survived cancer when I was a kid. Because of that, I was able to go to the Ronald McDonald summer camp, which they typically had kids who had survived some disease or with special needs in some case, and they would let them go to that camp for free because of that. Uh, well, it was on this big old lake, and they had these surfboard pedal bike things. It was literally a, a bicycle seat with pedals that moved a surfboard that was underneath it. And you would turn it by twisting your body one way or another. And one day, I was getting off of it, but I fell off of it on the opposite side because I was right next to the dock that we were supposed to ride up to and then hop off of and just leave it there. Wound up falling the wrong way, which normally wouldn't be an issue. I swam forward and was trying to get onto the dock, but my hands kept slipping because there was some weird algae or something on the bottom of the dock. And then above my head was the pedal surfboard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So I was starting to drown.
Nice.
I was still a really young kid. Panic was setting in. I couldn't really think straight. If I had been thinking straight, I would have moved away from the pedal board and moved backwards and then just pulled myself up for air. But I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but
Eventually-
when panic's setting in, you can't expect someone to think about that. Because they're
Yeah.
just trying to get up on the dock where it's safe.
Exactly. Well, shortly after I was thrashing around, all of a sudden the board gets moved and I get pulled up by this other kid and I'm gasping for air, just just in and out, freaking out. And he's got me, he's rubbing my shoulder and my back, just making sure I'm breathing, coughing up all the water. And yeah, he literally saved my life. So that would be, I think that's pretty solidly the nicest thing someone has ever done for me.
Yeah, we came that close to never meeting the dock.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at my Steam Deck because it's got the Steam OS funk beat thing up. And I'm not going to have time to make a decision.
Do you want to choose a question,
Okay.
Doc?
Wish I had time to... What the heck? Wish I had time to pull
What's
my
up for
phone
that?
up for all this.
You want to go choose a question then? While Walt is fighting with his Steam Deck?
I got one here. How much did your personality change when you're meeting different people?
It doesn't really. Like I said before, I always try to keep my personality the same. I will say sometimes my manner of speech will change, but never my personality. I always try to stick true to who I am. I'll use different vernacular with some people in some cases. Like I've got some friends who I'll go and I'll use larger words with others I'll use more slang or specific types of slang. It all depends, but personality is always the same. It's just the vocabulary that changes.
Alright. Okay. And then one that I passed just to put in here. Do you remember how we met?
I'm trying to remember specifically.
I know you were actually one of the few that I actually do remember.
Okay. I want to say that. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. But I want to say we met during a Pengu stream.
Thank you.
Uh,
I don't.
Arcane Sidious.
I don't think so. The one I'm thinking of is a certain adventure raided India.
Van?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a Van stream or a Pengu stream. I thought it was Pengu, but yeah, no. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think I watched Pengu much. I'm not even sure if I actually followed them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure on that. I know Van's rated him a couple times, so has Nova. So
Yeah.
yeah, but oh man, 1 second. For some reason, my settings got changed.
Okay. I wasn't going to ask this to many people, but it might be interesting to hear your answer to this.
Okay.
Anyone that's just put on here, if you were a ghost, how would you haunt people?
Oh, how would I haunt people?
I mean, I imagine it would be in the most wholesome way possible.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Oh
I
my.
wouldn't. I wouldn't wholesomely haunt people. I would actually go and find the worst people you could imagine,
Oh yeah. Them.
and then haunt them to the point where they either self-deleted or got committed to an asylum or something along those lines. I would do my damnedest to haunt the worst of humanity and make sure they were gone.
Oh, make sure you go my way first.
Man, you guys put in a lot of effort.
I need
I
someone
am-
going down the road.
I am unfortunately the kind of ghost that will be too lazy to hunt people, and the most I will do is sleep on their bed.
Nice. Yeah, hey, the saying does go, you can sleep when you're dead, so it makes sense.
Think about it. I'm lazy when I'm alive. What makes you think I'll be more active when I'm dead?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You have an amazing point there.
Uh,
Uh, oh, 1 second. I will be right back. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry.
Okay.
Enjoy. As for me, should I go and hunt down this fly again, or should I just stay here considering it's not showing up anymore? I'm happy because it's not showing up anymore, but I'm worried that it's somewhere upstairs in my bed.
It's waiting for you to go back on church.
Nah, that's the one place I cannot stand anything on. I'm pretty territorial, unfortunately. I am a pretty territorial person, so I don't like it when there are unnecessary things on my bed.
It is waiting for you to get busy again, and then it'll show up.
And all of a sudden, I won't be busy anymore. Oh, but I am hungry. It's already 2 p.m. I haven't done my chores. It's already 2. I haven't done my chores and I'm hungry.
I know, we've actually been on here for a while. I think this is our longest one yet.
Seriously, how long have you been streaming for? I wouldn't say it's our longest one yet. Oh shit, it's already 2 hours 30 minutes. I spent most of these 2 hours 30 minutes chasing down a fly. Hey, wow, where'd you go?
I'm still here.
Because I couldn't hear you all of a sudden. I was like, eh? Did you get disconnected?
I'm still here,
Just relaxing and
I
vibing.
think.
I have decided to attempt a double-sided embroidery. And I can tell you it's not going well. My finger does prick more than 10 times. Yeah, I still think it's pretty ironic. Ironic for me to be a fucking hell. No, stop it. For me to be a dragon who is scared of needle, yet embroiders. Oh, great. But let's just fix this. It's definitely stuck now.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah?
I'm only seeing maybe 2 more questions and random short questions I'm probably gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you wanted to pick any out.
No, I am quite good because yeah, I'm actually quite good.
Yeah, I lost count, but I think we're at 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6.
Maybe do one more question and we'll head off to the long question already.
Yeah. I do have 2 more here.
Okay, down to one maybe?
I got down to 1.
Because we are running a little low on time. I don't want to rush or anything, but we are running a little low on time and I really do need to do
Yeah,
chores.
and I do have a few personalized questions.
All right, sorry about that. My landlord had called, so
Oh
I had to
boy,
take that.
oh boy,
Yeah,
best
no,
phone to get ain't
it
on
was
Monday.
it wasn't bad news or anything. He had to come by tomorrow and pick up some tools he had left when he was doing some repairs around the place.
Oh, okay. Alright, no idea doing the failed commercial, but I might still do it. I don't think you did a pre-debut on Twitter, did you?
Pre-debut? No, not really.
No. That's a pretty quick one. But so what was your favorite commercial?
My favorite commercial?
Yeah, like any that
Oh,
sticks in your head.
I would have to say any of the freecreditreport.com commercials.
I knows.
Well, they were always funny and catchy. Like each one had a new song,
Oh,
and every single one of them sticks in your head. Like they never missed with any of those songs. Like I've been shopping for a new car. Which one's me? A cool convertible or an SUV? Too bad I didn't know my credit was waxed. Oh, now I'm driving off the lot in a used subcompact FREE. That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. Saw their ads on my TV. Thought about going, but was too lazy. Now instead of looking fly, I'm rolling fat. My legs are sticking to the vinyl and my posse's getting laughed at. Like, come on, that's just
okay. Yeah,
classic.
that's good then.
Yeah, no, all of them were really good. If not those, then maybe the Cookie Crisp commercials from when I was a kid.
Okay. Oh. Um. And then on to the long questions. What is
Right.
your greatest accomplishment?
Oh crap. Okay. Greatest accomplishment. That's a really tough one. I guess I would say. All right, so this one's a little obscure, but years ago, I used to be a sous chef at a kitchen. I've talked about that a couple times on my own stream. Um, but while I was a sous chef, I came up with a couple like different recipes and whatnot. My personal favorite, though, was what's known as my Little Italy wings, and it was some just normal chicken wings, but they had um, a red sauce marinade that they would soak in beforehand. They'd get fried, tossed in marinara sauce, coated with mozzarella cheese and a dusting of Parmesan cheese. And not like a heavy amount of mozzarella, by the way, just like enough that sticks to each individual wing. Um, and it gave it like a chicken wing, um, chicken Parmesan type of flavor. And they were really great, absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. But yeah, that would probably be my greatest accomplishment. My Little Italy wings.
Kind of make me hungry hearing it. I haven't eaten breakfast.
I'm sorry, but yeah, no, that's that one.
Nice. All right. Who sticks out as an early positive influence in your life?
Oh, um, that would have to be my cousin Andy. Back when I was a kid, like I said, I didn't have the best childhood. I had a horrible mother as a horrible human being. I've talked about that a lot on my stream, but I don't want to bring this down, so I won't go into too many details. But during a short portion of my life, my cousin Andy had come to live with us, and he would babysit me or watch myself and my younger siblings, and would just generally hang out with us. And some of the things he used to do was when he would discipline us, we were used to getting heavily abused and having that under the guise of um, discipline. With Andy, we didn't have to worry about that. His punishments weren't great, but he would make us do military exercises, wall sits, push ups, sit ups, burpees, all this, that, and the other. But it helped with my mother and things like that, it would always be like for the most random of things. But with Andy, he always explained why we were being punished, and he communicated with me. And he was he was honestly the best role model I've ever had. He was someone who I really looked up to because he would always communicate, treated me like a human being, never let me slide with things because of my cancer or anything like that. Wouldn't let me use it as a crutch, but he also did take it into account when necessary. But he helped for most of my life. He was the male role model that I needed. And he was the single most positive influence on my life that I've ever had. Um, but yeah.
Right. Nice. A little bit heavy, but good.
Yeah, it's a little heavy, but you know, he was he was the pinnacle of just positivity for me,
Yeah.
and is still to this day.
Good. And what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? And I would take anything you've ever heard over given, really.
Right, I gotcha.
Like it could be from an anime or something that someone said to you.
Um, best piece of advice I've ever heard. Okay, so this is kind of cheating, but in a way, it's my own advice.
Okay. That works.
Because this was the advice from the 11th Doctor for Doctor Who. Um, let me pull it up exactly because I don't want to. Oh, come on. Okay. So this is something that I I heard from Doctor Who, of course, but it's something that helped get me through some of my darker days with my depression and whatnot. Uh, the way I see it, every life is a pile of good things and bad things. the good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa. The bad things don't always spoil the good things and make them unimportant. And the way I looked at that is essentially like no matter how dark your darkest days are, there will always be good days as well. And while nothing can force you to forget the bad days, that doesn't mean you should forget the good days either.
Pretty solid advice.
Yeah. Oh, Fumera,
Yes.
you might want to check your chat.
My chat. Wait, this is not right. That's not right either.
If you mean about the bot, I done banned it.
Okay, cool.
There is some other.
I didn't think about
I'm
her
so
chat
sorry.
bot, so
I was looking at the random long questions. I was reading through the random long questions, trying to
Sorry,
Yeah.
I
I
saw
didn't think
that and
about
I
her
was
chat
like,
box. Yeah,
maybe
bot.
message that.
Yeah,
or
that thing
mention that.
had very bad timing because I just gave her a redeem, and next thing I know, that thing's there. Like, well, that's an instant ban.
Anyway,
Good thing she
Right.
modded me when she did.
Leave it.
Oh,
Thanks for
sorry,
helping out.
Doc.
I'm so sorry. I was reading.
No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to let you know, hey, that's a bot.
Yeah, I barely even read the message, and like, yeah, that's a ban. Okay. And what was your favorite game as a child? We probably already talked about it a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, good.
okay, so this is a great question because it lets me talk about one of my favorite games of all time. Because it's actually a toss up between two different ones. So neither of them are very popular or well known. I'll sometimes find people who know the first one, but never finding anyone who knows the second one because nobody had a Dreamcast.
Oh man, you are old school.
Yeah, shut up. I'm old. I know it. I'm 1,532 years old. I know I'm old. But my number one favorite
Hey,
game.
I did not say you are old. I said you're old school. There's a difference.
It's the same thing.
Not really. I mean, you can be 17 and be old school.
Yeah, fair. But my favorite game is going to be for the PlayStation 1. It's going to be called Tomba. You play as this little kid with pink hair who is a little cave boy, and he goes around and beats up pigs. It's a platforming side scroller with puzzles and stuff all throughout it. And it's an absolutely great game, very funny and silly. The other one is an arena fighter for the Dreamcast called Power Stone. Basically, you play as one of several different fighters who are trying to collect these gems called the Power Stones. You can change the setting to affect how many you collect during a fight. You can collect just one stone, or I think the minimum is one stone, but all the way up to 7 stones, which, if you go by the lore of the game, is canonically how many stones there are. But you collect so many of them, and while you're fighting, whichever character collects all the ones available for that match, they get to transform into their altered form. The altered form has enhanced physical attacks, enhanced defense, and has different attacks, and different specials, different moves entirely, essentially. You go through different fighting stages, you fight all the other fighters, and then there are 2 characters you can unlock: the regular boss, the real boss, and then the real boss has 2 different phases. He's got his ultimate form, that he can fight in permanently. Even if he collects all the power stones, it just gives him an attack and defense boost, but it won't change his form or moves. And then he has his secret third form, which is fucking ridiculous. It took me forever to beat it as a child. But you go through and you beat all of the game, and then you can unlock those characters. But no matter who you beat the game with, if you beat it, every character you beat with it, you unlock their whole story. Like it'll give you an afterword of, oh, this person collected all the power stones and was able to bring life back to their barren village, or this person was able to do it and gain all the riches of the world, or this, that, and the other. And both Power Stone and Tomba are games that are near and dear to my heart because they did so much right with their individual games.
It does sound like a very
Nice.
interesting game to play.
Yeah, it's a great arena fighter. If you're a fan of any of the early Dragon Ball Z fighting games, highly recommend it. I feel like Dragon Ball, Budokai Tenkaichi, and all that all took a lot from that game.
Are you like the Dragon Balls out on the PS2 where they was actually where you could circle your opponents?
Yeah, that's what an arena fighter is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not think the Dreamcast had that capability. I mean, I know it was running Sonic, and that's a pretty fast-paced game.
Oh, actually, between the Dreamcast and the PS2, the Dreamcast was leagues ahead of the PS2 in almost every single aspect. It was the very first. The Dreamcast was actually the very first gaming system that had internet capabilities. You could play online with other people from it.
Well,
the only
now
reason
I'm wishing I would have actually played that thing more.
Oh yeah, the Dreamcast is an amazing system, even up to this day.
If I'm remembering right, my dad had that system in his room. I never really had much of a chance to play it, but the only game I knew for it was Sonic. And
Yeah, Sonic is always a good, solid game.
Here's an interesting little tidbit about me. I've never actually got that into gaming.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's my ADHD, my slow attention, like my low attention span, or what it is, but hardly any game can hold my attention.
Fair enough.
I mean, there's hardly anything that can hold my attention.
Mhm.
And like, I'll be playing a game, and like 5 minutes later, I'm like somewhere else.
Right.
It's actually part of how I end up with the name Wild.
Because
I
you're
can be
always
in
wildly on the loose.
Yeah, I'll be in one area 1 second, especially when I was younger and actually had the energy for it. But I'll be in one area, I'll be in one area 1 minute, and when you give me a football field, I'll be on the other side of the football field in the next minute, doing something else, completely unrelated to what I was just doing.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, but that was basically all the time with me. Yeah, bike. Oh, that thing's in the ditch. I'm coming back all cut up. Especially that thing's a motorbike. That actually has a decent speed to it.
There you go. A motorbike.
Yeah, that was interesting. I forget what it was on now. I think it was on a scooter, and yeah, I think I had an electric scooter that topped out at maybe 5, 10 miles an hour. But the thing is, someone beside me was on the bike that goes 25 or 20 miles an hour. Well, my bright little kid in mind, like, hey, I want to go fast. I know there's a turn coming up, but I want to go fast around it. Like, okay, on my hand. I don't know how it happened, but that's actually how this happened. But I'm going around the turn, not even thinking like you're going around a turn. This is actually how I found out about this. If you're going around a turn, you better slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
And there was a
you-
dad like, guess what I am? And guess what? That's good and never ran again because the scene popped off that day. Never found that scene.
Well, one of the things is with turning, you always want to approach it slow, but speed up as you're turning to hold the turn and hug it.
Well,
more.
if you're going fast, like if you're on a paddle bike, you have to lean into the tone.
Well, yeah.
If you're going
Right.
fast, you have to lean. There's no way around that.
Yeah, no question.
You like. I don't think I found that out until I think I
Until
think I
that
was watching
moment?
Young Lucy paddle, which has actually put it all into perspective for me. Other than that, it's all body movement.
Yep.
Cause like if you're going fast, you don't turn by turning your handlebars. You lean.
Exactly. Otherwise,
I think it was
that's
Young
how.
Lucy paddle that actually explained that to me. That anime that actually explained a lot to me that I never actually realized with all the biking that I've done.
Right.
But I never really bike to go fast or anything. I never biked for joyriding. To me, my bike has always been a method of transportation.
Fair. That's fair.
It's like, I don't really like walking to many places. I will if I have no other means. But the bike is just
Right.
so much faster.
Oh yeah, no question.
It's like,
See,
I can go like half a mile and I'm like, give me that freaking bike. I'll get there in a minute or two. But I'm not there like recklessly going out in traffic and all that like a lot of kids like a lot of the kids are. I'm like, okay, I'll
Well,
just
why
take the
not? Traffic's fun.
yeah. Now there was one time that I did go out in traffic when I was in skates, but I had no other choice and I actually got pulled over for it because they had the sidewalk blocked off. So I went out in the middle of the road because I'm like, this is bullshit. And this was so when I was like maybe like 13. Like I went out in the incoming traffic too, I believe. Cause I'm like, well, I don't know where they expect me to ride. I don't even know
Yeah,
what they expect me to
exactly.
do. A cop pulled in the library like, was you out in the middle of the road? I'm like, yep.
Yeah. How do you expect me to get anywhere?
He's like, yeah, someone called in. They were concerned there was a kid riding in the middle of the road. And I'm like, yeah, someone's blocked up down there. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
what do you expect from me, piggy?
Yeah, well, before I really got my attitude on me.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, oh, okay. Well, just be careful.
Maybe don't tell the child to be careful. Maybe tell the people who are driving around to be careful.
I mean, like, why call it in? You can see the sidewalks closed in. Like, some people need to mind their own business.
Yeah, but if they don't mind other people's business, they won't have meaning to their life because they don't have anything to do aside from minding other people's business.
Anyway, I got off traffic with a lower tangent.
Always.
That didn't help that I've been drinking this whole time.
Oh shit! What are you drinking?
Alcohol.
Well, no, duh.
Between I
What
believe this is
alcohol
a
you
vodka and what type of beers are these? Keystone Light.
I'm so disappointed in you, Wild Heart.
Would you mind if I have
that's
I
some?
expected better.
Well, there's just
Definitely.
random ones I got from the scrapyard.
If you got alcohol, you mind sharing some with me?
Yeah,
There
sure,
you
come
go.
over. You get over here, I'll share some.
I shall virtually send myself over.
Virtually, how you gonna get that? How you gonna get one that way? Doc, you
you-
want to
How
come
do you
over
expect?
too?
How
You
do you
mind
expect it
mailing
to
it to my
get to you
address
in the
then?
first place?
You could mail it to me. I'll drink it from the mail.
Okay, but you might end up with a bigger package than you expect. You might have a
guess
human shipped over to you.
I'm joking. I'm not supposed to have alcohol anymore because I had some yesterday. Sorry, was it
So
yesterday or the day before yesterday?
you
I
can't have
drank some
alcohol
during
more than one day a
my
week.
uncle's wedding. I was drinking some during my uncle's wedding. They had this very nice aged alcohol that went down very smoothly. By the way, I loved it because it went down very smoothly
Nice.
and it
Sounds
tasted
like a moonshine.
fantastic.
Moonshine
like-
does not go down smooth. What are you
It
talking
depends
about?
on how it's made, man.
No, it never goes down smooth. Like, I love moonshine, don't get me wrong, but it does not go down smooth.
It depends on how it's made.
Two stories here. Does it go down smooth or not? But yeah, I had an alcohol at my uncle's
But now
wedding.
I have to have that
It
third
went
hit.
down really smoothly, and their wine was top tier. I cannot. Their wine was amazing. God knows what wine they had, but it was whew. How do I say it? It's fruity, it's refreshing. It's not like the usual cheap alcohol you would find.
Ugh.
Really quite good.
I'm on the long question, and I still got a few personalized ones, but I'm actually at it. I'm torn here between which one I want to add.
How about we speed things along because I'm pretty sure it's 3 a.m. on your side one and you're supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's only
It's
and
1:43 in the
besides,
morning for Wild Heart.
I'm fine saying some
Yep.
person who's been yawning non-stop.
it is like two. Oh, it is like two. Yeah, about. Yeah, I know. It is about 2 p.m. for her. Almost getting to be 3. Yeah,
Yeah, you do my
2:43
chores.
for her. Anyway, I'll do this one here. What is your favorite memory?
Oof. Favorite memory. That is really a tough one. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know about favorite, but I will say one of my most beloved memories. Um, Quite a few years back, I was working at this hotel. It was the Comfort Inn, and I had a horrible boss at the time, but she had her moments. One day while I was at work, my brother had called me to let me know that, and this is the brother I was living with up until recently, but we had a dog. She was a Chihuahua Terrier mix. She was very sweet, very quiet, very small. Her name was Panda. And she had been given to us by one of my sisters. And because she was moving and the place she was moving to did not allow animals, and she knew I would take care of Panda. Well, one day while I was at work, Panda got hit by a car. It was very tragic. I sat there and cried for a good 10, 15 minutes at work. My boss at the time saw this and tried comforting me. Like I said, she had her moments. Well, shortly after that, my brother and I found a new place and we had gotten all of our stuff moved in. When we did, my boss pulls me aside and goes, "Hey, I know you're getting a new place. I have a dog. I can't take care of her anymore. She's a strictly outside dog, and she is, too much for me. She's a puppy." And I was like, "All right, what's her name?" And she's like, "We don't really have a name for her. We just call her Dog."
Well,
Which,
that's interesting.
yeah. So I go over there, I see her, and it's this big old black and white pit mastiff mix. And I messaged my brother. I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to be bringing home a dog." And he goes and he says, "Okay." What are they? He's always been a fan of pits, just like myself. I love all dogs, but pits especially. Bring her home. He sees she's black and white, and I tell him right then and there, I'm like, I'm thinking of naming her Panda Junior. And that is the day I got PJ, who I've had
Okay.
ever since.
Nice.
It's been a couple years now, and she's given me some headaches and some trouble, but she is my bestest baby girl, even if she is a pain in the butt.
Hey, speaking of pains and dogs, you want another one?
I'm good. I'm getting a cat here soon.
This thing here he'll fight anything. He'll try killing anything smaller than it. He'll sit on your floors, but he'll love you. He'll cuddle you.
See, PJ won't kill other animals, and she won't shit on my floors,
See,
and she'll
and
cuddle me and love me. So I think I'm good.
he's very hard headed too. He's
Oh
maybe
yeah, no,
only
she's
like
hard
3
headed.
by now.
She's a very hard headed little shit. I will admit that.
Sleepy
I
Wow?
take it that's the sign that we're going to be ending.
No, not quite.
Okay.
This is Bob refusing to sleep despite his body screaming at him to
He's-
go sleep.
He's really trying to refuse to sleep. I know it.
I had a little bit of a nap. I barely woke up from that, man. Alright, I think we're into the personalized questions now. Alright, now I know you have I know you have the bad puns, like your dad jokes for when someone reads into you.
Mhm.
How did you come up with those? Like, what made you decide to give a bad pun for every read?
So I actually didn't decide that on my own. I've always loved puns. They are one of my favorite things to do.
They're
I
funny.
love yeah, they're great.
They
Puns
really
are the
are.
highest form of comedy. Um,
And it's the
and
best way
I
to annoy
even
my sister too. You know, there's always
I
those people
love
who don't like a good pun,
right
and it's with those people that you must share a good pun with.
exactly exactly. And I love giving them. And when people would come into stream, they'd always love hearing a good bad joke from me. Well, I decided I needed to do something every time somebody raids in. And I'd seen people who they'll let somebody request a song to be played. I've seen people who will go and they'll, you know, draw them. Yeah, something every time they will do something special for a raid. Um, with me though, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I thought, I could sing, I could tell a bad joke, I could, you know, pull up clips from their channel, something. Well, one day I just went to Twitter and I was like, hey, here's 4 different options. Y'all vote. And when the voting was done, Huns won by a landslide. So
Nice.
now when people raid, they get a free certified bad joke.
Nice. All right. I was hoping I see. I watched your first two VODs about the about your tour of your new house.
Mhm.
But the only question that I could figure up from in there was you made a big deal about having that chandelier, right?
I mean, I didn't make a big deal about it, but I made a lot of jokes about it.
Personally, and I'll give you my background on it. I hate them.
You hate chandeliers?
I made to do because I am kind of like the shortest of my family, and like my height is only like 5'9", so I like this was before I really grew to my full height. I think when I reached like 5'7" or something, I kept scratching my head on that damn thing. I used like um. I forget how it happened, but me and my brother used to always share a room in our old house. I forget how it happened, but I ended up moving into the dining room. The dining room is the one with the chandelier. And I was fine up until I reached I'm gonna assume 5'7", because I would go like right underneath the thing, would barely notice it there. Second I hit 5'7", scratch, like fuck. Like, and then that damn thing, it just hangs so low.
See, this one doesn't
And then
hang
I'm
that
laying in my
low.
bed and I'm looking up like, is that wire gonna hold? Is that thing gonna hold? When is it gonna break? And then it's special type bombs too.
See, this one doesn't hang too low, so I don't have to worry about it hitting my head. Because I'm just 5'10" myself.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad as long as your sewing
How
is up
tall
high.
is 5'10" in cms?
I'm not sure.
Hey Doc, how did the ground feel? You're an inch taller than me. How did that ground feel?
What? I can't hear you from down there.
Hey, I'm not that far lower. Oh no, it's not how did the ground feel. It's how did that showing that's an inch low feel?
There you go.
How did the basement roof feel when you're coming down off the steps? I don't know. I never hit my head on it. I know you keep saying you hit your head on it, but I don't know. How did it
I
feel?
didn't hit my head on it. I don't know what you're talking about. I duck underneath it because I have object permanence.
What about when you carry something? You have to have your back hunt to hold it up.
I don't know. How's it feel wearing shorts as full on pants?
I love it. I hate when they go up above my knee. It's like I'm not short, but I love it.
But I am 1 inch taller, so I am
Yeah,
superior.
I'm getting collateral damage here, you know.
To be honest, I think I'd rather be short than tall.
No, I want to
okay
be.
if you're in a store and you need to read something on the top shelf.
Hmm?
But if you're at home, get stuff ladder if you need it. And then when everyone else is trying to figure out how to get into that crawl space, you're just there walking into it. This is comfortable.
See,
Everyone else is like, how the fuck am I supposed to fit in this thing?
I always wanted to be 6 foot at minimum. And I've got buddies who are over 6 foot. So I've got some idea of how their lives are. But that was all I wanted. I didn't want to be any taller than that, just 6 foot. And I couldn't get there.
I mean,
2 inches too short.
I can only think of two examples where being tall was helpful. Basketball, well, maybe 3. Running and if you're in the grocery store wanting something off the top shelf.
There's also fighting it's more useful in, changing light bulbs. Oh, it absolutely is. Better reach.
I wouldn't know about fighting. Well, yeah, it got better reach, but you're also a bigger target.
Advantage in a fight.
And if you're small, you don't have much wind resistance, so you can be faster.
What were you
Like,
saying,
wouldn't
Fumero?
shot be more advantageous during a fight, considering the fact that shorter people, if you're fighting against the tall people, it's harder to hit them in their vital spot, and it's easier for them to hit them where the sun don't shine.
It is easier to hit them where the sun don't shine, but as a taller person, you have longer legs, so you can kick them away easier.
Point. Right. Well, where's your other personalized question? I remember you had two.
Well, honestly, because I didn't make it to watching your third ride on your house exploration. So that's actually all I have. Well, no, it's just the outro stuff. Alright. Alright, Doc.
Yeah, outro
I-
stuff. So you can go and get some sleep.
No, not yet. If I don't get too tired, I actually plan on going to the gym and getting a shower after that.
Shower,
I
yes. Gym, maybe not.
Well, gotta go to the gym because the idiot has all water turned off for really no good reason anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. He turned it off because we had a camper in a driveway, and there's an 8 foot pathway around it, but he says he ain't driving around the RV to accommodate us. Like,
That
he's
seems
still,
illegal.
yeah, it is, but we can't really do anything about it. We made a complaint, and then we heard one of the people told the guy not to turn it on because we made a complaint about him.
That's illegal.
Yeah. Well, it'd probably be a pretty easy lawsuit if we actually pushed it.
I would push it.
Yeah.
Either that or turn your water on yourself.
Again, I don't really know what he had to do on off us anymore. Cause not at our meter, cause he like a few at the start of COVID, he tried saying like all the water lines on our land and the water meter is our responsibility. Now he gave us a paper saying his water meter, like his water equipment.
Bastard.
Yeah. I need to get out of that freaking town.
Mm.
You know? Yeah. And there's a whole shower court. There's at least room for 3 showers, so I don't really know if I want to try renting them out or what anymore.
Right.
Only one of them's hooked up, and trying to get the other two hooked up with water and everything's gonna be a pain because I have to go through him. I need to dump know the way his name in it so we can get a new water person. I'd probably have to wait out. I'd probably have to wait down every single person in power around here, though.
Turn into a regular old modern day light Yagami.
Yep. I probably would if I actually had that thing. Like, the consequences would be damned. Once I got my name written down, that's probably all I'd really need. I don't need help
Nope.
coming after me.
None of that.
I don't know if I'd be as smart as him, though. I don't know if I'd be as smart as Light.
Here's how you be smarter than light. Don't
get
take
cocky.
credit.
Don't get cocky like he did. The only reason
It's
he
not even
lost
about
was he
getting
got cocky.
He can be cocky all he wants. The problem was taking credit. Like he literally
Oh.
made his people right when he'd kill them. He made them right. Oh, Lord Kira did this. This was done by Lord Kira. This is a person. This isn't just some random act. We're like, bruh.
Even that's one thing because that's just taunting him. But
Exactly.
what did him in was he thought he had the actual names, even though he never took the Shinigami eyes.
Yep.
and instead of playing off like a fool, he went like, oh, 3 seconds before you all die, and he
Yeah,
explained everything. Like, you fool.
exactly.
Like, you see it all the time in the anime. Like, don't explain anything. Like,
Exactly.
just wait to see if it happens, and
Like-
if not, act like nothing was supposed to happen.
If he had just been smart enough to keep Misa by his side, he would have had so much better chances. Like he screwed himself every step of the way.
Alright. Off topic. Let's get back to topic. So what? You can go to sleep. It's already 3 a.m. Well,
All right.
Boga has been yawning all this time.
I'm not yawning.
Immediately followed by a yawn.
Well, if you look outside and count the amount of and like measure the amount of sunlight, that's how much I believe you.
How much?
It's dark out there. I can't get any sunlight.
Exactly. That's how much I believe you.
Hey, I walk nice, woman.
So do I.
Alright. So, final
Okay.
question. Do you have an outro?
Yeah, typically whenever I end stream, I go and talk about the person we're going to be raiding into, talk about what they're doing, and then I go and I'll say, thank you all for being here this evening. Love you all, love yourselves, have a safe and wonderful trip around the galaxies. I will see you all when you see me next. Until then. And then I go and I play my outro music while saying bye bye, and I'll hold the bye for as long as I can until I mute everything.
And then of course if you have me in stream, yeah, there's always that no ending.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you actually replied to that or not.
I
Like
sometimes will type in chat to reply to it, but sometimes I won't. I know the last time I did.
I know, like I said, I watch so many, it's hard to keep up with.
Right.
And like I know it's going to backfire on me one day. Because eventually, like, I'm there messing with you, but someday it's gonna happen to me, and I'm gonna be like, well, I can't really say not to do this or anything because it was coming.
Yeah. You never see it coming.
Man, the very first streamer I ever found very first streamer that I ever found on Twitch. Partly I credit her for even keeping me on Twitch because I was about tired of it and about to uninstall the app when I finally found her. I think she used that for a follow message. Anyway. So, how did we do with this interview?
I heard
Other
that
than all my yawning. Stop. So, how did we do with this interview? Other than all this yawning.
Pretty good for the most part. I do feel like Fumera didn't really get to interact much because of the fly, but
I blame the fly. If anything, take
I know I do blame the fly. I do blame the fly. But yeah, aside from that, it went really well.
Hey, Doc, if we can keep Fumera talking, we could do a meow session if you really wanted to. I know I would join her in it. And I can make her do it.
No, do not redeem that redeem during the interview. I had somebody redeem the full cat mode during my interview once. And we got nowhere because no one could understand because I was meowing.
Yeah, someone redeemed the full cat mode where she would only meow, and of course I'm there like meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, it sounds like a very productive interview.
Hey, productive was one word for it.
Right.
That is what we decided when why we deemed that. Like I was thinking about doing it towards the end, but but for now it's set and everything.
I was trying to keep everything on track, but it's kind of hard to do so when you're meowing.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going meow meow.
Meow 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 meow
Yeah,
meow
what
meow
was
meow
not
meow
helping
meow
move
meow
things
meow
along?
meow
If anything,
meow.
was helping delay stuff. That was me desperately trying to move things along so that we don't take up too much time. And there was Walt on the other end, happily helping me to push things back. Fun interview, that one. Productive and fun.
I believe it.
Hey, outside. Sorry, that was my dog.
Aw, poor baby.
Man, I should have had the meow going. She wouldn't have been able to talk.
The kids are not allowed inside the room in our house. It's part of their. It's part
She
of
would
their
have just had a
rules.
point. Like meowing. Yeah, point and meow. See if the dog listens.
We didn't want them inside the room because of the. Oh wait, what we did want. That's it. The dogs are not
That
allowed.
Ben redeemed, woman.
The dogs are not allowed inside the room because they are a bit of
Did you ever get to the bark wolf?
the bug wolf.
Do I
Yes,
ever
I
get
did
what?
it. I did it. Well, I was taking you for.
Okay.
Okay.
I did the roof.
Okay.
That thing.
Say PJ looked at my screen when you did that. She was like, "What? Huh?" Oh,
I am.
here she is. Here she is. She wants to say hi. She likes being on camera.
I don't know what you look like, but I'm pretty sure you're adorable anyway. If you come onto my page, you'll see my son. My son is a cat.
Nice.
Sometimes I will post some of my other kids as well. Like my 2 dogs and my 2 cats. So if you
Yeah,
want to see
PJ
that,
is the real star of this stream. She is the one everybody comes to see.
I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna have to at least do the half cat mode for a while. Going through Naya.
I will turn off redeem mode. Stop it.
Hey, I said a half cat, not full cat.
Yada, yada, yamelo, yada, no.
She's gonna hate me by the time we're done with these.
I think it's already too late.
Speaking of which, did you know that dog? Your picture on my stream is a little bit scary.
Which one? The
Oh, just the head on the sail.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
just a head on
yeah,
that
he was
chair.
mentioning
we
about
were
that.
talking about that earlier.
I drew all this and I'm looking at it and going, yes, there's a head on my chair.
And is indeed a head.
It's just a head.
Just a head.
Yeah, cause I was like, you don't have a table or anything over there.
I won't even lie, it's a bit scary to see it. If I had a table, it would be a head on the table.
No, it could look like it's just a head behind a desk. The
See, that's what
body
I like
is
about mine being
behind
up
a
on
desk.
like a screen somewhere.
My
I
kids are
mean,
very
it's
happy
almost the
today.
same with mine. At least I have a little bit of a body.
Yeah, actually, there's nothing behind that table. See that table that I'm sitting behind? It's actually only a headshot, so head and shoulder.
Yeah, there's no legs here. No legs here. No feet here.
No legs there. Nope.
No,
Legs
you
are,
won't find no feet here.
legs are too overrated, you know. I mean, I do have a full body model. I did draw a full body model if you want to see one. But that will requires me to go hunt it down.
Yeah, and Wildheart's just trying to distract you so he doesn't have to get sleep.
Yeah, I could tell. Let me see.
I will be honest. I think missing no and I think missing no and the dog had been the most interesting interviews yet. But it's because it can so easily devolve into just chaos.
I mean, I do fuel chaos. After all, I am known for my wacky and ridiculous adventures.
It's like all the just satin that can go on and like all the tangents. It's just awesome. I love it.
Ta-da! My full body model.
I already see your top.
Ta-da!
Oh, that came out a little long.
I drew it myself and proportions
Yeah,
are
I
a
was
little bit weird.
thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it.
Oh, Grace, you're standing on me now. Okay, I need to stop.
No manners.
This isn't a stream. I can embrace the dark one.
Then you got a little Fumera model on your table, Wild. There. See?
That's just tiny. That's his little figurine.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave her right there.
But yeah,
Leave her
that's
right there.
that's how my full
I'm
body works. It's a bit hard to draw it myself, but you know.
Hey, give me another
Still
one.
no feet for you, Wildheart. Still no feet for you.
Hey, give me another one. I want another female figurine. Maybe I should do this for everyone that comes in. But make a little trophy over and put one in the decks. I don't know.
This is my dragon form.
That's a nice idea.
This is my dragon form. This one took me about 3 days to draw. Another few days for
Okay, why did I just get a flash of Nina from Full Metal when
We don't talk about Nina. Alright.
That thing gave me nightmares.
Please stop. I
We
drew this with my
do.
blood, sweat and tears and you just compared it to the well-known heartbreak.
I'm glad Doc got on.
You said Nina. Immediately, I'm going to realize you mean the one that talks about Big Brother Edward.
Yeah. And you made the connection.
And this is my
Oh my god.
it's one of my proudest work.
I can't even hear it in a girl voice. It's just that thing. It's just
There
that
you go,
thing
Walt.
talking.
Well, I must change topic here, so here's one of my proudest work. Please stop talking about that poor child. There you go. This is one of my favorite ones.
Hey.
This
I
is my
still hate
chibi
Doc
form.
for that.
He's big.
Right here.
He's
Ah,
completely covering up Wildheart.
cute. This is cute. This is cute.
Yeah, way on the head.
There you go.
And oh yeah, do you know this one? This child that's sitting beside you right now, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ravens. This is what I drew for him. Speaking of which, I do plan on changing my fan name soon.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna change it to the Horde. So I can go, welcome to the Horde!
Wait, the what?
The
Horde.
Horde.
Because I'm
Okay.
a dragon, it only makes sense that I have a Horde.
Yeah, no, Wildheart misunderstood you because of your accent. He thought you said the hard.
Oh god.
Oh
I
god.
think I need to go to our coach.
You need to go use the sleep.
Yes, you need to go use the sleep. God, like, yeah, I gave you 3
Maybe-
standing
maybe
figurines
next
of my
time-
models already. Off to bed with you.
maybe in the next one I should limit myself to maybe one beer and one drink and not. How many of that? Okay, that's only 3. I seen a regular one and I'm like, oh boy.
I mean,
No,
there's one on
I
your
think that
head.
puts me. I think
Isn't
that
it
puts me at
cute?
3 beers and 2 vodkas here tonight.
Isn't it cute, the one on
They
your
are the
head?
vodka clutch, so they're not full drink vodkas.
Okay, this
They
is how
like
what
7%
it's gonna look like on my
alcohol,
stream
so
from now on.
I'm
It's too cute. It's too cute.
There you
buried
go.
alive here.
Cover
Hey,
photo.
I'm all for it.
Alright, well, time to go bed for you.
No,
Yeah,
you
go
can't
eat.
make me.
Yes, bed, go bed.
No.
Go eat. Evie and Evie to sleepy.
Anyway, Doc, other than maybe avoiding a lot of the tangents, is there anything that you think we can improve on?
I don't think avoiding tangents is an improvement. I think you should keep with the tangents. But besides that, there's nothing really I can think of. Maybe get some proper sleep beforehand. Other than that, you're good.
But that's the thing about Wound. If he's
Oh,
to
I
get
know he
proper sleep,
won't.
I won't get proper sleep.
Yeah, I have to stay up late for Funaya because it's like early morning for her.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
you know
I can't
you're
stream
going
at
to
night.
be
I'm
know,
when
it's what 3 p.m. for you now? Oh my, how long have we kept you?
It's
let
been
me
3
see. We
hours
kept him
and
for
40 minutes.
approximately 3 hours and 38 minutes.
39 minutes now.
Oh my.
But yeah, no. Yeah, wow, that means you should go to sleep for a couple hours beforehand and then start the stream.
Wait, hey dog, I'm actually not sure of your time zone.
I'm an hour behind you. It is
Wait,
currently 1:18 for
okay.
me.
So it's also getting pretty late for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I work nights. I usually work from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Yeah. Same here. The only difference is like being up all day trying to get the place cleaned up. I haven't. Oh crap! I didn't
Yeah.
sleep when I got in last night either.
Yeah, I'm a little low in my sleep too, so
Yeah. Usually
I'm
when we
going
don't
to
do these,
go.
I'll be asleep by like 5 or 7.
Alright,
I am going to go to
you
sleep
two
as soon
sleep
as we
deprived
end
child should go
stream.
to bed now. Go. Shoot!
No,
Yeah.
no
Listen to the
ending.
dragon. Listen to the dragon.
I'm saying it even though I'm live right now. No ending.
Well, if you
Not
don't go
allowed.
bed, I'll ban you from Showcase. And
No,
I'll ban you from the
you
channel
can't
I'm
do
adding
that.
to.
Oh, get banned.
You
Get
can't
banned.
do
I'll
that.
give you a bang hanger for about 1 month.
You can't do that.
Don't
I'm
test
pretty
me.
sure she just did.
Don't test me. Now go bed. Good night. Thanks for coming on today. Thank you for coming by to our interview. I'm so sorry that I
Alright.
spent half of this interview chasing a fly.
You're good. I appreciate y'all having me for the interview. And maybe we can do this again another time.
Yeah, if you got anyone else you're willing to invite to join us for this interview, yeah, feel free to
Absolutely.
to direct them to my Blue Sky or What's Blue Sky or Twitter. If you want to come join us to be part of the co-host, I'll put your head on Wop's table like this. Wait, yep, let me show you. I'll put your head on Wop's
Yep.
tables like that, and then
Yep, only your head.
Only my head.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
going to
put
be
it here like this.
decapitated.
I'll put it here like
We
this,
should get a little joy to put your head inside of.
Decapitation!
and then you can join us as a co-host.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn. Now I got a tiny head.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
give you. We should put.
Itty bitty head.
Yeah, we should get a little joy to put his head inside of.
I'll even draw a jar
Oh,
and
God,
label
no,
it its
Do not
doctors.
put me in a jar.
I
We
even
know the memes.
I will draw a jar and label it doctor's head.
No, do not put me in a jar. I don't want to be the next My Little Pony.
Alright. Enough jokes. Time for bed, you guys. Good night. Thanks
Yep.
for coming by.
Good night. Thank
See you
y'all for
next
having
time.
me.
Feel free to invite anybody you want to join us on this interview. We do not mind. What and I do not mind. In fact, we will welcome more people to come join us for this interview.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
trying to run out of people.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't worry,
Until next
if worst
time.
come to worst, I'll go kidnap Ivan from his house. I know where he lives.
There you go.
Bye bye.
Y'all have a wonderful day or night.
Stream here first. Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah. Bye.